Good evening. Welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Well, here we are, not only for the last game of the season, but this one's for all the marbles as the Gaither Cowboys and the Springstead Eagles square off for the Florida 5A District 7 Championship. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're live from Spring Hill, Florida, on the campus of Springstead High School. I'm Will Wilkie, and I'll be with you for the pregame show before we hand off the call to tonight's team of Abe Dowdell and Paul Smith. If you're new to the Gulf Coast Sports Network, we are a registered nonprofit media company, fully staffed by a wonderful crew of talented volunteers. All of our content is free, so please consider subscribing to our channel, as well as our Facebook and Twitter pages, which you can find by using the handle at GCSN Broadcast. That's at GCSN Broadcast. Your follows, likes, and free subscriptions help us in offsetting our costs. And as always, we appreciate your viewership and the support of our sponsors and advertisers. What a matchup we have tonight. This game was originally scheduled back in October, but was forced to be rescheduled due to the impacts of Hurricane Milton on our region. Coming into tonight, both Gaither and Springstead are tied in first place in the district with undefeated records. So tonight's game will serve as the district championship game, with the winning team punching their automatic ticket to the playoffs. Now let's get a quick rundown of these two talented squads here tonight. First, for the visiting Gaither Cowboys. Gaither comes into tonight with a 5-4 overall record on the season, but they are undefeated in district play. Head coach Kirk Carson brings in a balanced Cowboy attack, with the team averaging an impressive 31 points per game on offense, while the stout defense is only giving up 12 points per game. Offensively, keep an eye out tonight for the senior dual-threat quarterback and University of Delaware commit, Eric Archield Jr., who comes into tonight with over 1,800 yards in the air to go with 12 TD passes, while also picking up 275 yards on the ground with 6 more touchdowns. Archield likes to spread it around, but his primary target is junior wideout Brian Hamilton, who comes into tonight with just under 600 yards receiving and 7 touchdown catches. On the defensive side of the ball, the Cowboys love playing a fast and pressure-packed defense. As a team, they average, mind you, about 4.5 sacks per game and an incredible 8 tackles for loss per game. The Cowboy defense is led by the dynamic senior duo of first-team All-State defensive tackle and former USF commit Antonio Henley Jr. and LSU Tiger commit defensive end LeJesse Harold. Now let's turn our attention to the Springstead Eagles. Head coach Mike Garofano have the Eagles soaring with an 8-1 record on the season and also undefeated in the district. Again, holding that first-place tie with Gaither, the Eagles are getting the job done on both sides of the ball so far this season, averaging an impressive 34 points per game on offense while only giving up 14 per game. Tonight, the Eagle offense will be led by senior dual-threat quarterback Gio Martinez, who has just under 1,200 yards and 14 touchdown tosses in the air, while also racking up another 500 yards on the ground with 3 more touchdowns. Gio will be part 1 of a 1-2 Eagle punch tonight with senior running back Connor Macazio, who is averaging just under 100 yards per game rushing and has amassed 13 total touchdowns on the season. Now taking things over to the Eagle defense, again only giving up 14 points per game. They'll be looking to their seniors tonight in this key matchup. Look for GCSN senior spotlight linebacker Jaden James to be the workhorse in the middle, as he has 137 tackles on the season. And seniors Tyree Davis and Dalton Williams are going to try to shut down the Cowboy passing attack, as they both have 2 interceptions on the season. Now let's check in with the Springstead coaching staff. Head coach Michael Garofano leads the Springstead coaching staff. He's assisted by offensive coordinator Sean Fisher and defensive coordinator Frank Hines. And now, here are Coach Garofano's keys to tonight's ballgame.
Big challenge for with Gaither coming into town. This is the first time that I think this school has ever played them. So it's an interesting matchup. It's a district game. It's a Hillsborough County school, which we don't typically, I don't remember ever having a Hillsborough County school in our district. So it's challenging. They're a Final Four team from last year, so they're super talented, good size, good ability. So it's important for us. The key is to be disciplined, play ball control offense, play a little keep away from them, and defensively eliminate the big play. Make them earn their way down the field. And when we have our chance, we got to make tackles in the open field, and the ball's in the air. We got to go up and get it and get to the quarterback and just fly around and have some fun. So really looking forward to the matchup.
I'd like to thank Coach Garofano and his staff for their time and assistance with our pregame show today. We're going to take a quick break and then come back and hand it off to Abe and Paul for tonight's call. We've got high school football action coming up next on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly, play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do. And Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
Welcome back. We're about ready to, got about 3 minutes before the start of the game. And so we're going to take things up to the booth for Abe Dowdell and Paul Smith. Take it away, boys.
Thank you, Will, and good evening, sports fans. Thank you for tuning in into the Gulf Coast Sports Network for tonight's Thursday night district championship battle here at Booster Stadium, the Eagles Nest in Spring Hill, Florida. Yes, that's right. This is a district championship game between your visiting Gaither Cowboys, who's coming into tonight's game on fire with a 4-game winning streak and only giving up 12 points on average, taking on the home team Springstead Eagles, who's currently sitting at 8-1 and looking to put an end to Gaither's winning streak and trying to be crowned district champs on their home field. The Eagles will rely on their stingy defense that has only allowed 14.22 points on average until last week when they were able to pull out a win in a tough battle with Lecanto Panthers that came down to the wire 39-38.
Yeah, Abe, as you said, man, you got Springstead coming in on high hopes. They're coming in with an 8-1 record with a big win last week, 39-38 against Lecanto, and obviously Springstead being led by their quarterback, Gio Martinez, as Will mentioned on the top of the hour, is about 1,200 yards passing, 14 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, so it's a pretty good ratio, and also 510 yards on the ground with 3 touchdowns, and then on the defensive side, you got Jaden Jameis. I mean, this dude has been a beast all year for Springstead. He's coming in with a bunch of tackles and 6 sacks on the year. So,
Paul, this is that atmosphere. We're in November, the beginning of November. The time has changed. It fell back. It's dark a little earlier. It seems like, we're getting later, but it's still early. And it's still early in the playoff race as well. So with it being Thursday night, this is different for us. But I think this is our first district championship game that we've covered.
Oh, absolutely. And it should be a great one, too. You got Gaither coming in. They're coming in, the Tampa Bay big boys down there. And they're coming in pretty hot, too, with a big 46-8 win last week against Hillsborough High School. And they are loaded for bear, man. They have that quarterback, E.J. Archfield, out there, 1,800 yards passing, 12 touchdowns, and only 9 interceptions. And he's got 6 touchdowns on the ground. I mean, they're also led there by, their standout dual wide receivers, Brian and Ryan Hamilton, with 10 touchdowns total. But they're big boys on the defense. They're the heart of that team. Antonio Henley with 43 tackles and 10 sacks, and then Jesse Harold with 11 sacks. So it should be a real good matchup tonight, Abe.
Now, Paul, the Cowboys no stranger to deep playoff runs. Last year, they made it to the state semifinals, falling short to St. Thomas Aquinas, who later went on to win the state championship. So this is a team that the coach has built up to make a great playoff push. And with this being a district championship game, everything's on the line. And this is the beginning of that push for the playoffs. This is what they've been working for from summer to now. This is where they try to put everything together, from special teams, defense, offense, and just playing as a team and trying to be consistent with their game plans.
Yeah. You definitely start talking about district and district battles for championship here. We got a good crowd still file in tonight for a Thursday night, and it's just going to be a knockdown drag out here. And one of the keys, I think, for Springstead is just to be disciplined, stay disciplined. Gaither comes in with a high-powered offense, and as long as defensively Springstead can stay disciplined, then they can go ahead and keep this a close matchup. But it's going to be, how about them Cowboys against the Fly Eagles Fly? So we're going to go ahead and kick off with the Springstead starting lineups for tonight by Divinity Med Spa. So your specialists for tonight, you got Martinez, Marcuzio, Davis, Echeverria, Pastrana, and Thurbo. And up front on the offensive line, you got Johns, Hoekepper, Chaney, Davis, and Clarkson. And defensively now for Springstead, up front on the line, you got Clarkson, Moore, Tucker, and Edwards. Linebackers are Hicks, Jamison, Williams. And the secondary for tonight for the Eagles, Davis, Pastrana, Macozio, and Echeverria. So that's a Springstead starting lineup, offense and defense. So
Well, Paul, it looked like the Cowboys won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so the Eagles will be receiving the ball and taking their offense on the field first.
yeah, Abe. So we're gonna have an opportunity to see what these teams are made of here. Like I said, I'm looking for a real good ball game here tonight. Like you said, this is the first time we're covering a district championship game, so we're all hoping that it's going to be a good, well fought game.
And Paul, you gave the starting lineup for the Eagles on offense and defense. So I was looking over the roster while you were doing that, and I seen a defensive tackle with number 1, Antonio Henley, and I heard Will mention earlier his stats and how dominant of a player he was. To have number 1 and being down on the defensive line, you got to be creating some noise in the backfield and creating some kind of chaos up front to be wearing number 1 in that position.
Yeah, number one's usually reserved for number one, usually team captain and the man that does everything. So Antonio Henley, like you said, he is not a stranger to the big spotlight. Obviously, being a Division One commit, just like his partner up there, Jesse Harrell, number 11 for Gaither. So, and not to mention, their quarterback EJ Archill, he Delaware commit. So, like I said, Springstead's bringing in, one of the Tampa Bay big boys here. So we're going to see how they stand against them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to Gulf Coast Sports Network. Make sure you subscribe and like. We got Thursday night football tonight. We got the district championship on the line. We are getting ready for the playoffs, and we got it coming to you live right now on Gulf Coast Sports Network.
All right, we're on the kick, John.
So let's get ready for action. Everything that happened at the beginning of the season, in the middle of the season, has no play on this right here. This is all the marbles, everything that you have worked for. This is some of the goals the coaches have set for the players as well as for the team. The fans want to see it. We are here bringing it to you live, and we are ready for the kickoff, and the Cowboys are ready to kick off, and they have number 34 back to kick.
It's going to be a short kick, going to be taken there by Dalton Williams. He's going to bring it up to about the 35. Tries to shake a couple tackles. He's brought down at about the 37-yard line. Looks like maybe the ball got a little loose, but Springstead get the ball there, and they're going to have good starting position there about the 37-yard line. So Springstead will bring their offensive out here, led by Gio Martinez, and they got a dynamic running back in Connor Macazio. So Springstead definitely not shy about going ahead and mixing it up a little bit of run and a little bit of pass. So, again, we're going to see how this offensive line stands against this big defensive line that Gaither's bringing here to Booster Stadium here. So they're going to mark it at the 35, 1st and 10 for Springstead. Marcosio gets it up the middle. Looks like he picks up about 3 yards.
Well, looking at that play and starting it off at first down, it looked like they had number 2, Tyree Davis, up under the center at quarterback. So the Eagles may be starting out in a different offense, taking on the Cowboys.
Yeah, maybe a little wrinkle they're throwing in there just to keep those guys in check. So, and again, Davis will go ahead and go up underneath center.
Looks like Davis checking with the coach.
So they're going to go ahead and change the play on this here. Maybe do a little RPO action. Stopped immediately for no gain.
Now, Paul, on that play, it looked like once Davis got the ball, that defense, all I seen was white jerseys reaching back over that offensive line. And for this to be a game, it looked like they backed up 2 yards on that play. And in order for the Eagles to stay strong in this, that offensive line has to play very tough tonight. And they have to, the game can be won and lost in the trenches.
Yeah, it's again, Springstead's got their hands full with the. I mean, just looking at that Gaither offensive or excuse me defensive line there, that's a lot of beef up there. So they'll go ahead and it's going to be about 3rd and 7. There's the handoff to Marcuzio, immediately brought down at the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and long for the Eagles.
That was number 14 on the tackle, John Benson. Check out this Care One instant replay. Martinez get the snap, hands off to Casio. He tried to make a move, but that defense immediately met him as he was trying to get out of the backfield. And it'll be the first early punt for the Eagles.
So Maldonado will be back to punt. He gets it away. Gaither goes ahead and takes it up across the 40, up to about the 45. Looks like number 11. Correction, number 13, Ryan Hamilton. He's one of those dynamic wide receivers that Gaither has. So Gaither will go ahead and have it 1st and 10. Again, good field position for Gaither at the 45.
So it looked like Ryan Hamilton on that play, on that return, he was patient with the run, trying to find room, and his team gave a little block, and he was able to get up the middle and get great field position for him. And the Cowboys have great field position at this time.
All right, so there's the handoff right up the middle, right to Mason.
And it looked like it was a direct handoff to Mason as he went up the middle, picked up about 1.5 yards, 2 yards on the play.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Gaither Cowboys. Archibald back deep in the pistol formation. Mason off to his left. Splits on the receiver. He gives it to Mason. Goes around the right side. He crosses the 50 and steps out of bounds about the 47-yard line of the Eagles. Going to be about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
They got this Care One instant replay. Quarterback quickly hands off to number 9. He goes around the right side. He tries to find a little room following his block, but he takes it out of bounds without trying to force any yards or any type of errors going over there, which will bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Cowboys.
Zoom out a little bit, John. There you go, perfect.
Trying to get the Eagles to jump, so they're going to go ahead and check the play there. Archibald gets the signal. He's rolling to the left. He pitches out to Mason. Mason tries to cut it back. There is a flag on the play, but they brought him back at about 5-yard loss on that one. So let's see what the flag is.
Check out this Care One instant replay. The receiver looked like he was moving. Then he tried to get the push. Jaden James for the Eagles was able to make that tackle.
Yeah, it's going to be an illegal shift on that play there. So Eagles are going to decline it, and that'll bring up 4th and about 8 yards for the Gaither Cowboys. And they're going to go out and bring out the punt unit.
So it looked like both offense have came out trying to test each other, and we got punts on both sides.
So Dalton Williams and Chatty Echeverria back deep for Springstead. There's a snap. The punt's away. It's going to go to Echeverria. He fields it at about the 20-yard line, makes a move, gets it up to about the 30. Brought down by number 7 at Gaither, Andre Brown. So the Eagles will go ahead and get the ball at their own 30, 1st and 10. So let's see if the Eagles can go ahead and get a little bit more yardage on this. So far, so good for both defenses. They're standing tall.
So, Paul, it looked like we got a little chess match going on between both teams. And like you said, both offense, tried to move the ball a little bit. Both defense stood up and stood tall, and we got 2 punts. Is this an indication of how the game is going to be, or will one of these teams strike out and after running their script plays?
And there's Marcuzio, gets the ball at the middle, brings it back up to the line of scrimmage. So that'll be 2nd and 10 there for the Eagles.
And Paul, it looks like they still have Davis up under center, handing the ball off.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there with Martinez, but this must be a new wrinkle for Coach Garofano. So Davis again on the center. Immediately hitting the backfield, breaks it off a little bit, gets about 1 yard, taken down by big number 1, Antonio Henley on that play. Little RPO action there.
Check out his Care 1 instant replay. Davis under center, hands off to Casio, but he was met immediately by number 11. Correction, number 1. Davis kept the ball.
Yeah. So it looks like Gino Martinez now is checking in. So the Eagles got 2 receivers on the left and 1 on the right. There's a snap. The handoff goes to Marquezio looking up the middle. He picks up about 5 yards, but he's going to be about 4 yards, but he's going to be about 5 yards short. And it'll be 4th and 5 for the Eagles. So
right now, Paul, it looks like it's a battle in between the trenches. Can Springstead Eagles offensive line move this defensive line of the Cowboys? And it seems like number 1, Antonio Henley, and number 11, Harold, are doing much damage in the front, trying to keep them from doing anything in reference to the run game.
So Maldonado will go ahead and punt it away. It looks like it's going to go to out of bounds at the Gaither 37. So Gaither will go ahead and take over, 1st and 10.
And it seems like it's been all running. We have yet to see the ball put in the air. So at this time, we have Springstead 0, Gaither 0, 6 minutes 37 remaining in the first quarter. And we got a battle on our hands. And again, this is a district championship game.
So now it's Gaither's turn to see if they can go ahead and get a little something going. First drive was not successful so far. So there's a snap taken by number 8. He's going to bring it around the right side. He's got a little bit of an opening. Taken down there by Jaden Jameis. That was Brian Hamilton who got the direct snap on that play. So that'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And Brian Hamilton, number 8, he's a wide receiver. He's a junior, 5'8", 160 pounds for the Cowboys. And look like they got their quarterback back in the backfield.
Well, there's the snap to Archer. He'll go ahead and give it to Mason. He's looking for a little something around the left side, but driven out of bounds there by Jaden Jameis. And it looks like they're going to lose about 2 on that. So they're keeping Mason in check right now.
Well, Paul, right now it looks like the linebacker, Jaden Jameson, has been all over the field for the Eagles. It seems like everywhere the ball is at, he is making himself available for that tackle.
Yeah, Mason's coming into this game 216 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. So now Archer looking to the right. He's rolling to the right. Fires a little bit high. Pass intended to number 6, DJ Saunders. So that'll bring up 4th down for the Cowboys.
It looked like he was covered very well by number 4, Connor Macazio. So the Eagles defense are staying tall. So Paul, is this one of these games to where a turnover or a penalty is going to dictate the outcome? Because right now in this chess match, they're going back and forth. I don't believe neither team has gotten a first down yet, other than the ones they're given.
Yeah, this is definitely a feeling out period right now. You know, we're getting down here just under 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. So I think both teams got a couple series under their belt. So I think we're going to get a little bit more action here coming up. So there's the punt. It's going to take a Gaither bounce. Keeps rolling. Looks like it's going to get down to about the 10-yard line. So the Eagles will have some deep field position to work with here to start this this drive here. So with 5:38 left to go here in the first quarter, Gaither 0, Springstead 0. We'll be right back.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
All right, so we're back. Springstead going to have their ball 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line. Martinez in the backfield in the shotgun position. There's the snap. He's going to take the ball right himself up the middle and pick up about 4 yards. Bring up about 2nd and 6. So Martinez, again, we talked about, not only has the ability to throw, but he's also got the ability to run. Coming in, to the game here today with, 510 yards rushing. So that's something Gaither's going to need to keep in check. So that'll bring up 2nd and 6. There's the snap. McCarthy is going to take it up the middle. Picks up about 2 or 3 yards in that one.
Paul, it looked like the Eagles lined up in the trips, still with Martinez in the shotgun formation, hands off to Casio, and as he goes up the middle, it is some hard hitting coming up that middle.
Yeah, he's taken down there by Marcus Hicks on that play. So Marcus is playing with a cast on his right hand, so that might cramp his style a little bit tonight. So Martinez looks over. Looks like they might be changing the play. Looks like the Gaither's going ahead and showing blitz up the middle here. They're back off out of it now. Martinez goes ahead and takes it up the middle and walloped.
Number 11 led that tackle for the Cowboys.
That's Harold. And then you got a good lick there in there by Jaron Gunn.
Check out the Care 1 instant replay. See 11 come immediately off his man and immediately wraps Gino Martinez up and threw him back.
Yeah, that was a big pop there by Gunn. Gunn goes boom. That'll bring up enough for the first down there, though. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 21-yard line. Martinez keeps the ball in the RPO. Looks for a little room around the left side. Brings it up to about the 25-yard line. So they pick up about 4 yards on this play. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. So the Eagles, they're probing a little bit. Haven't yet thrown the ball.
Right now the Eagles are pretty much relying on their offensive line to give them a push, so they can get the ball down the field with their running game. And they're trying to establish their run right now.
Great shot, John. Perfect. So Martinez in the shotgun, 2nd and 6. Man in motion. Martinez is going to roll to the left. He dumps it off, short to Marcazio. It goes right through his hands, though, incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down. Yeah, it was a little dump pass there to Marcazio. He probably could have had that in his hand and turned upfield and got enough for the first down on that. So, but that'll bring up a big 3rd down here for the Eagles. They don't want this drive, to go ahead and stall out as it is now. So
Martinez was under a lot of pressure by Hicks going around that left side, and he had so much pressure on him that he got that ball out of his hand quickly and threw it too low, intended for Macazio.
So again, Gaither showing blitz up the middle. They back off. There's the snap. Martinez, he's going to go ahead and take the run up the middle. He's fighting for that extra yards. That little extra right there looks like he got himself enough for the first down. So a big first down there for Springstead.
Well, Paul, he did a great job with settling and coming around that corner. Check out this Care One instant replay. He takes it. He tried to find some room, but what I see right now is the Cowboys had him wrapped up, but it looked like the Cowboys were trying to rip the ball away as he kept running instead of just wrapping him over, taking him down, and that's how he was able to get that first down because they're trying to take the ball from him.
Yeah, you got to tackle first. Stop the man, then then worry about the ball coming out. But number one priority is stopping the man. So Martinez gets the ball. Quick little flare out to the left side. Pick up about 5, 6 yards on that play.
So, Paul, on that, it looked like Martinez threw a quick hitch to Tyree Davis, who was able to get a few yards after the catch. Looked like he picked up about 4 or 5 yards before he's pushed out of bounds on the Cowboys side of the field, which will bring up second down at about
2nd and 5.
5.
Yeah, 2nd and 5 on this. Maybe 6. We'll call it 2nd and 6, Abe. So, again, Gaither showing blitz here. They're going to call a timeout here. Springstead going to talk this one over. So as they talk it over, we'll let you go ahead and cut the commercial break with 2:51 left to go. We still got zeros on the board. We'll be right back.
Certainly, I'm an avid golfer. Been, golf usually weekly. Play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do. And Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
And welcome back here. So Springstead, you're going to have the ball 2nd and 6. There's a snap. Martinez is going to go ahead and look for a little bit of something up the middle. Maybe picks up about 2 yards on that play.
Paul, again on that tackle led by number 11, Harold. He is all over the field right now for the Cowboys defense. The Eagles are trying to establish their run right now. They're getting yards. They were able to get the first down. Let's see if they're able to get another first down with running the ball. They seem like they can hit the little hitch passes, which was successful on the left side of the field. Will they go back to it?
And there again, Martinez is go ahead. Wow, he's taken down there at about the 39. Big hit again, guy Gunn, and also taken down by number 14, John Benson.
Check out this Care One instant replay. Martinez gets the ball. He tried to find room, but he's hit by number 14, but number 5, and the last name speaks for it. Gunn came like he got shot out of a cannon and hit him and wrapped him up.
So that'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 2. The Eagles trot out the punting unit.
So for the Cowboys, you have Ryan Hamilton back deep and Arnold Beccarelli.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and call a timeout. Gaither will.
Correction, Beccarell. So, Paul, for anything, this seems like a very defensive game right now. And what's happening is these teams don't want to make any mistakes. It's a district championship game. It's a lot on the line right now. But one of the things that I like that we haven't seen many of is penalties. We haven't seen a lot of penalties tonight.
Right. We had that one on the opening drive there for Gaither that brought that run out there. So, but again, that's something that, we're this deep in the season, and, penalties shouldn't be affecting this ball game here tonight. Like, again, both teams looks like they're playing a little bit of disciplined football. So.
And they still in the early phase, trying to feel each other out, trying to, see what offense.
And now
is best to go out here because Springstead started their offense out different than what they normally do.
Maldonado's going to do a running kick there. Goes ahead and boots it downfield. It looks like it went out of bounds about the Gaither 32. So they'll have field position there at their own territory at 32. It'll be 1st and 10 for Gaither. It looked like Maldonado was wanting a flag on that one.
So right now we have a possession game. You know, field position is the key right now. Both teams trying to get the best field position for their team, and we're going back and forth, on the 50-yard line on both sides.
So Archeld bring his troops back out here.
A little higher, John.
See what Gaither can roll up here.
I'd zoom out a clip.
Archer looking downfield. He's looking across the middle. He's got a man wide open. Number 12 overshot him. That was intended to Davion Kinridge, excuse me.
Check out this Care One instant replay. He drops back. Archfield had time. He had a step. It looked like on the Eagles, it was Echeverria on the coverage, but it looked like he just overthrew him, but he had plenty time to throw that ball.
Yeah, he let him a little bit too much there on that little skinny post, but so that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys. They got the ball at their own 32. He's looking to the left. Statue of Liberty hands it off to Mason there, who picks up about 6 yards on that play.
And Paul, I like how you said that. That's an old school play, the Statue of Liberty. And the quarterback sold it very well as he dropped back and then gave it to the running back as he went straight up the middle.
So they're going to give him 4 on that run there. So 3rd and 6. Split receivers to the left, 2 to the right. There's a snap. He's looking to the right. Now he comes back to the left. Over here, he tries to fend off the receiver. Good rush there by Jameis, but he's going to get flagged. It looks like maybe a little late hit out of bounds.
Either that or he tried to say horse collared him as he was bringing him down.
We'll see what they're going to call on that one. So that one will shoot Springstead in the foot there. Officials are going to talk it over to see what they want to do. Either or, I do believe you're going to get a 15-yard penalty, so Gaither will get a 1st down on this and better field position.
It was a good heads-up play by the Eagles, putting the pressure, rotating the quarterback out. So they actually waved off.
So the Eagles, get a little bit of the rub of the luck there. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Gaither Cowboys at their own 35. So both the defenses again standing tall.
And Paul, defense win championships. So
That
right now, both defense are doing their job. The offense have to do something. They have to move the ball because what's going to happen? These defenses are going to start getting tired. It's going to come down to who's more in shape. And I see these teams have players going both ways.
So back deep for Springstead, you got Williams and Echeverria. The punt is off in the direction of Williams. He goes ahead and calls for the fair catch, makes it at the 35. So Springstead will have 1st and 10 at their own 35 with 20 seconds left to go here in the 1st quarter. So far, Springstead, they're relying on that ground game, Abe.
We'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. If you haven't been here before, make sure you subscribe and like. We got a tough battle going on here tonight. This is a district championship game between the Gaither Cowboys and your Springstead Eagles.
So with 20 seconds left here in the 1st quarter, Springstead 1st and 10 at their own 35. We'll see what Springstead opts to do here. There's a quick pass out to Echeverria, immediately taken down by number 7, Andre Brown for Gaither. And that should probably do it here for the first quarter. So looks like they lost 4 on that play.
So on the instant replay, Martinez quickly throws out to Echeverria, who was immediately met by Brown. Didn't give him any chance to get any yards after catch or anything like this. So right now, both defense have been very tough for both teams. So with that being said, going into the second quarter, both teams 0-0. We're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back. Got more tackles.
So we're back here. We're going to go ahead and start the second quarter here. Cowboys 0, Eagles 0. Springstead ball. Going to be second and about 13. That's Springstead's 33.
So Paul, we got a good game going on right now. Both teams offense have only gotten 48 yards rushing on both sides. So it's pretty even right now through the first quarter.
There's a quick pass by Martinez, and that was picked off there. A serious thin yard. That was a seriously nice play there by Sirius.
So check out this Care One instant replay. Defense was showing blitz. Martinez throwing, but it's immediately tipped on the line, and then an acrobatic catch by Steinyard, correction, to make a great play for the Cowboys. And it looked like he was covering Echeverria on that play. So you had Echeverria on Steinyard, and Steinyard came away with that acrobatic twist.
Yeah, that was deflected at the line of scrimmage there by big number 11, Jesse Harold. So nice play all around by Gaither. So they got some good field position here. 1st and 10 at Springstead's 40. Here's a snap. Archfield looking downfield. He's got a man overthrown again. Pass intended to number 8, Brian Hamilton on that one. That was nice coverage out there by number 3, Zylas Pastrana. So that'll be 2nd and 10 now. We're going to call it at the 39.
Can the Cowboys capitalize on their defensive turnover and make some points for this team?
Well, so far at this point in the game, I mean, you got to take every advantage that you get. I mean, they got good field position right now in Springstead territory, so Archer, a little quick throw out to the left-hand side. Number 8 makes a couple moves. He cuts it back up to the middle, finally brought down there. Looks like by number 72 for the Eagles.
So if you look at Care One instant replay, quarterback drops off, gets it to number 8, and Hamilton. Hamilton got his yards after catch while ducking and dodging downfield. And he was able to pick up a first down for the Cowboys. Now, I see the Cowboys weren't in sync, and being overthrown by the quarterback, but that could have been because they got here a little late, and their pregame warm-up probably was rushed a little bit to where they couldn't warm up like they normally warm up.
So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Springstead 27-yard line. Quick throw out to the right-hand side. A little bit high. Pass intended for Becca Sorrell. That'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Cowboys.
Now, Paul, this is a good time for the Eagles defense to stand up and try to make a play to stop these Cowboys, because right now they're trying to knock on the door off that turnover.
So it looks like Gaither's starting to throw the ball a little bit more here. Kind of ditching the running game. So we'll see what they got dialed up here now. They got 5 wide. Quarterback decides to keep it. Archer's going to go up the middle. Taken down there. by looks like Dalton Williams. Nice tackle there. He does pick up about 4 yards. Dalton Williams will go ahead and have a seat for one play. Helmet popped off.
So Archfield got the ball, but he immediately, as a quarterback keep up the middle. He sold it a little bit, but he immediately scampered up the middle and was able to pick up 4 yards on that carry, which bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Cowboys as they're trying to knock on the door.
So again, they go to the 5 wide set. Archer looking to the right, get some heavy pressure. Levin misses the tackle. He's going to go ahead and take it on the run. Gets enough for the first down. He's inside the 10. He's down to about the 3-yard line. James Hicks had an opportunity to take him in the backfield, but Archer eluded that tackle.
So, Paul, on this, Archfield got the ball. He had nobody to throw it to, so he started taking it and running around the left side. He had great blocking by number 8 and his other receiver downfield to where he was able to get the ball to the 1.5, 2-yard line. And what's going to happen is you get back to the huddle, you got to tell those receivers great job, because that blocking downfield was able to get him more yards than what he originally would have gotten.
And that was the touchdown saving tackle there by Will Figueroa. So they do a shift. Looks like they got Mason. Looks like he's going to be set up for a direct snap. He takes it. He's looking up the middle. Looks like he's in for the touchdown. Gaither. Elijah Mason. So that'll put Gaither up 6-0. They strike first here with 9:39 left to go here in the first half.
So right now, Gaither's looking at 45-yard rushing yards and 12 yards passing. And they were able to get downfield after that interception by Steinyard. Steinyard was able to make a great play, acrobatic play on defense. Then they put it in the hands of their quarterback, Archill. Archill was able to do a couple quarterback sneaks and get them downfield. Then next thing you know, they had Mr. Mason seal the deal.
So Gaither will go ahead for the extra point. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. So Gaither will go ahead and take the lead, 7-0 here. So with 9:39 left to go here in the first half, Gaither 7, Springstead nothing. We'll be right back.
For the past 5 years, I haven't ran because I just believed that my body was on the decline, that the pain that I was experiencing was not tolerable enough for me to go out and run. And the day that he adjusted me, I felt that relief, and I felt like I could actually put on my cleats again.
So, Paul, here's where Springstead their offense needs to answer. Yes, they threw the interception, but you got to put that play behind you, and you got to continue to play. You got to, let your team know, hey, they got the ball, they score off a turnover. Let's go down the field and strike again. This is where they need to answer that touchdown.
Yeah, you got to, the heavyweight battle of the district here, going blow for blow, and Gaither makes the first strike here. So we have to see how Springstead responds. So it's a little short kick. It's going to bounce and go out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. So Springstead will go ahead and have the ball, 1st and 10. Again, Springstead, coming out, they have to, like you said, they got to shake off that interception and just focus on what they know and what they can do best. And they've been mixing it up a little bit of the run, a little bit of pass. And, we mentioned this in the first quarter here. It seemed like they were just feeling each other out a little bit. And
looks like the Eagles elected to have the ball re-kicked.
Oh, okay.
It's almost a battle of the field possession. But Gaither was able to jump on top with that turnover on defense. Defense win championships. And right now we got two great defense. Yes, Gaither got the short field and was able to drive that quick turnaround, punched it in. But now let's see if the Eagles can answer and respond.
So Gaither will go ahead and re-tee it up here and kick the ball at the 35. So the Eagles will go ahead and look to see if they can get a little bit better field position on a return here. Doesn't look like Gaither wants to kick the ball deep. So we're just waiting for a ball to get put back out here and play so we can go ahead and start play. So Echeverria and Marcasio back deep. So it looks like it's going to be Echeverria. He takes it up to 25, brings it up to the 35, looks for a little hole up the middle, and he's brought down by a host of Cowboys at about the 37-yard line.
So the Eagles going to have good field position to start this drive off.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own, looks like it's going to be the 37-yard line. It looks like they need to fix those chains over there. So here we go. There's the handout going right up the middle there from Ocasio. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, taken down by big number 11, Antonio Henley, and number 99 for Gaither. That's Jacob Aquino. So 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Trying to get a little something, a little answer back.
The Cowboys' defensive line has been in the backfield all night for the Cowboys.
And then they're back there again. But Martinez goes ahead and scampers out, and he goes ahead and runs up to about the 45-yard line. So he goes ahead and picks up about 8 yards on that play.
Check out this Care 1 instant replay. Martinez get the ball, he drops back, and he takes it up the middle, and he's using his legs as he quickly runs out of bounds as the pressure was on by number 23 of the Cowboys, which will bring up 3rd down and 2 yards to go for the Eagles.
So 3rd and 3. Eagles trying to answer that with a counter punch here. They're going to hand it to Marcasio. Gets enough close up to the 1st down. Looks like he got enough for the 1st down, so.
It looks like he has the 1st down.
So they go ahead and give him the 1st down.
So the Eagles are trying to stay with the run game. They stand with what they know best right now and what's working for them and moving the chains.
Well, the ground game that they got here, not only does it fulfill their need to get some yardage on the ground, but it also going to burn out that clock too. So Martinez looks to the right, throws it out there to Echeverria. He takes on a host of tacklers. He loses the ball.
But Paul, we look like we got a flag down on the play at the 40-yard line. Might have been a late hit on the quarterback. Check out this Care 1 instant replay. The ball did come out, and the Cowboys defense was swarming to it, but the penalty was already made against the Cowboys, so that's going to hurt their defense and defensive play and turnover.
So that'll be a 15-yard penalty there. And so Springstead will go ahead and have a reset here. 1st down and Gaither territory at their own 41. So the Eagles are trying to contend with Gaither's speed. I mean, they got a lot of speed out there on the defense, on the line, and in the linebacking position. So with 8:18 left, Cowboys up 7-0 here.
Looked like the referee sent Echeverria off the field, wanting him to get checked out because he was kind of swaying as he got up off that last tackle. So now he's being attended to on the sideline by medical staff, just checking him out, making sure he's good to go.
Yeah, they'll bring in Jaden Jameis, who just so happens to be our senior spotlight for tonight. So stay with us at halftime and check out the senior spotlight. Springstead number 5, Jaden Jameis. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles, and they're going to go ahead and call a timeout. And with that timeout, we're going to go ahead and call a timeout ourselves. So with 7:55 left, it's 7-0 Cowboys. All right, so we're back here. Coach Garafano's going ahead and making up his play here for the Eagles. 1st and 10, they have the ball, get their territory at the 41. Martinez will bring the team out there.
So with that penalty, the Eagles are marching.
Well, there's a snap. Martinez is going to go ahead and take it himself right at the middle. Thrown down pretty hard there, but big number 99 again. Jacob Aquino for the Cowboys. Looks like he may have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Check out this Care One instant replay and how quickly this play developed. Balls away. Martinez trying to get around the left side, and he was immediately met by number 99, who threw him down like he was on WWE, making a smackdown.
Laying the smackdown. So 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Eagles still looking to strike this offense up.
Oh, Martinez got hit heavy there by number 10, Elijah Rich. He's slow getting up. Pass incomplete out there to Echeverria, but Rich got off that edge real quick.
Check out this Care One instant replay. Number 10 came on a mission like a bullet and was able to quickly hit the quarterback.
He was all over him like a hobo on a ham sandwich, Abe. So it's going to be 2nd and, well, they're going to put it 3rd and 9. Twins on each side. Heavy pressure there. He dumps it short immediately. And, yeah, they're going to go ahead and throw the flag on that. It looks like number 5 and number 3, that was Hicks and Gunn, got a little bit there a little early. Check out the instant replay on this one here, Abe. You can see Martinez, he goes ahead, heavy pressure, so he tries to dump it off. And you can see that Gunn and Rich are there a little bit early. So
and the Cowboys read that screen.
Oh, absolutely, they did.
They read it immediately and applied pressure.
So we have a Gaither player down on the field. They're tending to him. So it looks like maybe it might be his leg. So we're going to go ahead and take a timeout with 6:58 left to go. Cowboys 7, Eagles nothing. We'll be right back.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
So we're back, and yeah, that was big number 11, the Jesse Harold on that there. Looks like he got dinged up a little bit with his leg, so he's going ahead and going to walk it off. Looks like he's jogging it out there, so hopefully we'll see him back in the ball game here soon. But the Eagles will go ahead and they got a first down there on that pass interference play. So great field position on the 25. First and 10. Eagles trying to counter the Cowboy attack and get themselves 7 for themselves. So, and we got a penalty and we got an unsportsmanlike against Gaither. Didn't see what exactly happened.
Might be players talking. A little jaw jacking going on. And the referees is trying to, seal that deal early.
Well, I don't know what you're going to be jaw jacking out about with your player just walking off the field. So, again, Abe, as I say, those are stupid penalties. Those are penalties that are not needed and not necessary, and those are the ones that cost you ball games. And this part of the year, it's not needed. So Springstead goes ahead and gets the benefit of that, and they get the ball first and 10 now at the 13-yard line. So they're in the red zone. There's a snap. The handoff is going to go to Marcuzio, who tries to get himself up the middle, makes it up to about the 10-yard line, so maybe a pickup at 3.
Now, in the last run, Macasio had a nice run. He gained about 4 yards on that play.
Well, the Eagles got the benefit of a couple penalties here, moving themselves down the field, but they're still in this ball game here, driving down, getting close to the 6-minute mark. Martinez in the shotgun with Marcozio to the left. He's going to roll to the left. He's looking heavy pressure again. Just airs it up into the end zone. Going to throw it out of bounds there. So big time pressure there by number 10 and number 9. That's going to be Aquino and.
Check out this Caraway instant replay. Martinez get the ball and immediately rolls left. He's looking. It looks like all his players covered.
Has to throw it out of bounds there. So.
And there's another flag on the play.
So let's see what that flag is going to be. Martinez has been under pressure all night long. Most of the time he's been dropping back tonight. I mean, the Cowboys have just been jailbreak to the quarterback. First one there, last one there's a rotten egg kind of thing,
So either the White Hats going over to talk to the head coach of the Cowboys. Unsure what's really going on,
They're having a discussion over there to see what. If you think you're talking to the coach over there, it's going to go against Springstead. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and wave off the flag.
That's the second flag waved off tonight?
That was the second flag waved off. So
So it's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles as they're trying to knock on the door.
At the 10-yard line. Full house
Davis under
backfield.
center.
He's going to immediately get knocked backwards.
And that was number 14 of the Cowboys.
John Benson. Take a look at the replay here.
Davis under center. Hands the ball off. The Cowboys defense was immediately in the backfield like they knew to play.
So they're going to go ahead and take a water break here with the Eagles driving. Let's go ahead and take a look at the McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard. Thanks for the McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard there. Thanks for the McMurdo family sponsoring us again this year. They're a stable sponsor here with us, so we appreciate them. So it looks like Springstead's going to go ahead and line up for the field goal attempt. Raul Maldonado. There's the snap.
Ball's way is up. It's high enough, long enough, and it's no good.
Looks like it went off to the left a little bit.
You know, Paul, when I did see that McMurdo Family Vision regional scoreboard, I saw where Mitchell Mustangs was playing Wiregrass, and Mitchell was up 14-0. And that was supposed to be one of a very big game over there in Pasco County tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be a big turnout out there.
You know, once again, we thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Gulf Coast Sports Network, where we're bringing live high school football action to you, district championship game right now.
So after the missed field goal, the Cowboys keep their lead at 7-0. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the 20. 5:30 left to go here in the first half. Arch is going to keep the ball himself. He's looking around to the left-hand side. It looks like he was limping a little bit. Yeah, gets it up to about the 20. I don't know what happened there. Maybe his running back may have stepped on his foot or something like that. But he looks to be okay right now. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Cowboys. Cowboys got split shift right. Archer looking downfield, sees his man across the middle there. Oh, we're in and out of the hands there. Number 4, Armando Beccarelli. Correction, Becerril. Take a look at the replay on the tape.
So we had a little motion. Archfield dropped back in and out of hands, but he has some tight defensive coverage by Davis on that play as well for the Eagles.
Yeah, good coverage there by Tyree on that one. Looks like Armando had a little bit of a little delay on that route there. Get himself open there and just couldn't bring the ball in. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Cowboys. Archer looking downfield on the left. A little high pass. Tried to climb that ladder over there. That was a real high pass there. Intended to Brian Hamilton. So that'll bring up 4th down and 10. So Eagles get a big stop there. Hold the Cowboys to no yards gained on that drive. So they'll get the ball back here with 4:41. And back deep is Williams and Echeverria.
So Paul, and it seems like the Cowboys are trying to get the passing game going, but it seems like all the balls are just a tad bit too high, and he's able he's not able to make connections with his receivers at this time.
Yeah, he's had a couple high balls. He's had a couple overthrown balls, but so it's a little high snap. Punter gets it down, fires one out, takes a bounce at about the 45. It's going to keep rolling. Nice Gaither roll there. Looks like it's going to get all the way down to about the 23-yard line. So the Eagles will have some deep field position to start with here. Again, we're talking about a heavyweight championship match right here, and they're going blow for blow back and forth. Cowboys struck first. Eagles are looking to strike back here, trying to get something on the board before the halftime here.
You know, we got a battle on our hands, defensive battle. Yes, we had a turnover from the Eagles, which was able to give the Cowboys a score. But these punters have been doing a great game as well for both sides. That last punt was 55 yards.
Oh, yeah. He got a good 25-yard roll on that one, so. So Martinez will lead the troops out here. First and 10 at the 23. Hand off to Marcuzio. Looking for a little hole in the middle. Looks like he picks up about 5 yards on that play. So, you know, you got a running game that gets yourself 4 or 5 yards each run. You know, that's pretty darn good, especially against this big Cowboy defensive line there. So Springstead's been handling the running block pretty well. So we'll go 2nd and 5.
Looks like the Eagles in the 4-wide stack set.
He's taking a shot downfield. A little overthrown there. Intended for Raul Maldonado, the kicker / punter.
Not sure if he realized the pass was coming to him because it didn't look like he went into second gear. He was still jogging once the ball was already in the air.
They had Tyree Davis open there on the sideline there. I mean, those guys went ahead and covered Maldonado all the way down the field and forgot to cover Davis. So I don't know if that might have been a misread there by Martinez or not, but those are the kind of passes you got to check down to the guy that's open. So 3rd down. Heavy pressure again. Martinez, he gets crushed. He airs it out. Oh, nice attempt out there.
Looked like Macazio attempted to get it. He dove for it, but was unable to hang on. Check out his Caraway Instant replay. Martinez dropped back, puts it in the air as he's take pressure, and Macazio was trying to make a play.
Yeah, it looks like he caught the ball, but when he rolled it up, you know, the ball popped loose, and Martinez took a big hit for Henley on that. So you got to give credit to Martinez. He's been getting beaten up a little bit tonight, and he looks like he's holding his ribs a little bit right now. But so there's the snap. Maldonado gets the punt off. Taken there by Gaither. By Berser. Armando goes ahead around the left side. He's up to the 50. He's up to the 40. He cuts it back in. He's up to the 30. Brings it out to about the 27 of Springstead. So a big return by Armando Becquerel on that play. That was a whopping net 2 yards on that punt. So that's not going to go good in the stats for Raul.
That was some nice blocking going on. Luckily, it was no flags thrown on there, but it was some nice blocking on that Cowboy side of the field as that tunnel was made for that kick returner.
So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the Eagles 28. Oh, immediately met in the backfield. The ball's loose. Looks like the Eagles got it back. That was a big time hit by James. And they're calling it fumble recovery there by the Eagles. Take a look at this replay here. Heavy pressure right up the middle there. That's actually Dalton Williams that laid the lick into him.
It was like they gave him the play and say, hey, we're going to run this on this play. It's going to be running back diving. As soon as he got the ball, he was immediately hit. He almost could have took the handoff on that, Paul.
Oh,
Gotta get back to the line, John.
so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the big turnover there, big stop after a nice punt return by the Cowboys. So Eagles answer back with, with the turnover recovery of their own. So Martinez is going to bring the boys back out here. 1st and 10 again at the 29, 28-yard line. Cowboys show blitz. Couple pumps by Martinez. He just dumps it into the ground, didn't have a man open.
Looked like he was trying to get the ball to Echeverria. He pumped a couple times, but he was unable to get him because nobody was open on that side of the field.
Yeah, heavy pressure again there by Henley. That kid's got a motor on him that doesn't want to quit. So don't forget to join us again here at halftime. Springstead number 5, Jaden Jameis at our senior spotlight at halftime. So stick around and check that one out. So 2nd and 10. Martinez going to take it himself. Right up the middle there, number 5. Jared Gunn again. Throwing him down to the ground, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 10. And while you're checking out the senior spotlight tonight, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate everybody watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
So the Eagles still have time to put some points on the board. They're trying to answer the Cowboys' touchdown.
So 3rd and 10. There's a handoff to Marquizio, goes right up the middle, maybe a yard. So that'll bring about 3rd and 9. Well, the Eagles have been benefited by a couple big penalties that, brought them down into Gaither red zone there. So a timeout's going to be called by Gaither. So with that timeout, we'll go ahead and take a timeout. So with 2:12 left to go, Gaither up 7-0 over Springstead. We'll be back.
Ron Schuster Pest. They've been since 19 experts in keeping your home and lawn pest free. 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
All right, so we're back here. Just a little bit over 2 minutes left to go here in the half. Springstead facing a 4th and 9 here.
Look like the Cowboys trying to save some of that clock because they want to try to attempt to put some points on the board before half. And they'll get the ball after half as well.
All right, they got one. Each team got one timeout left. So Maldonado back to punt. Back deep, you got Hamilton, and you got Becquerel, who gets the ball immediately brought down. Nice tackle there again by Dalton Williams.
It's a big special team play for the Eagles.
Dalton Williams had the last few minutes
there. Check out this one instant replay. Ball is away. Able to make a nice catch. But he stayed in his lane and was able to, do that shoestring tackle and make a big play for the Eagles. Because he had room.
Yeah, there was a nice tackle there by Dalton Williams. Again, he's having a couple big plays. He's the one that caused that fumble there to get the Eagles the ball back, and big special teams play there by Williams. So the Cowboys will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 37. There's a heavy blitz by Springstead, picked up at the line. Recepted there by number 6, DJ Saunders. He brings it over midfield, taken down at about the 48-yard line. So nice little pitch and catch by Archel to Saunders.
So Archel takes the snap. He drops back. He has the skinny post. Number 6 make a great catch at DJ Saunders on that play.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to run the ball pretty quick. You just try to take a shot downfield there. Looking for Brian Hamilton on that play. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So with one timeout left, Gaither's definitely probably going to be in the hurry up here. So 4 receivers set. Looks like number
Look
4
like it was
might have.
offsides.
Yeah, the little number 4 on there, Armando Becquerel. He got a little bit of a head start on that one. So that'll move Gaither back 5.
Paul, sometimes when that happens, that ball was going to be going to him. He was a little excited about that pass coming to him. And he got Tyree Davis covering him, so that's going to be a little battle. Tyree is one of the standouts for the Eagles, as well as number 5 on the defense, Jaden Jameis, which you did mention he's going to be the senior spotlight for the night.
So Archer will go ahead and reset this, 2nd and 15. Looking to the left. A little flare out to the left of Hamilton. Hamilton's going ahead and looking for a little move on the inside. Picks up about 3 on that play.
Paul, now if you look at that play, if he was able to follow his lineman number 50, his lineman had a lane down the left side that I think he missed it because he was dancing, and 50 went straight down the field looking for somebody to block had he followed him on that play.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 13. I think Gaither's looking for a shot downfield here.
Well, they're coming out with trips on the right side of the field and twins on the left. Puts the ball in the air.
Wide open is
by
number 12.
himself, number 12.
By himself. That was a blown coverage there. That was Devon Kinrod. Wide open. Somebody forgot to cover him.
Check out the Care One instant replay. Quarterback drops back and he just puts the ball in the air. He came out of nowhere in the middle of the field all by himself. Nothing but air and opportunity. And he was able to capitalize on that and make a touchdown for the Cowboys with 1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, Springstead defender thought maybe he was acting like he had COVID or something. They didn't want to get near him. So it'll be 13-0 for the Cowboys. 1 minute left to go here in the half. Cowboys looking to go up 14-0 here. Snap, kick, up, good, no good. Looks like he pushed his to the right. That was close. So it'll be 13-0 here with 1 minute left to go here in the half. And we're going to go ahead and hit up the McMurdo Vision family scoreboard. So the Eagles going to have 1st and 10 inside the Cowboys side of the field.
And it looked like they're in that hurry-up offense.
40 seconds left. Martinez going to take it himself. Taken down by number 14 and number 3. That's Benson and Hicks. So Springstead will use their last timeout with 29 seconds left. So ain't nothing going to hurt if they take a couple shots downfield here, Abe. We'll see what Coach Garofano gets dialed up here.
They got 29 seconds remaining in the half. They haven't really taken any deep shots downfield just yet.
Now, they had the one they tried to throw to Maldonado on the sideline here where they had Davis open, on the side. But yeah, they haven't been frequently down the field lately.
And the Cowboys been putting a lot of pressure And it looked like the Eagles also had a player go down, but he was able to get off the field. He's still on the ground. It looks like number 3 for the Eagles,
Yeah, that was
Zylis
Pastrana.
Pastranana.
So 2nd and 7. 29 seconds left in the half. There's a snap. Pastrana goes ahead and dumps it out to Marcazio around the left side. He goes ahead and steps out of bounds at about the 43. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
Here with instant replay. Little hitch pass as he ran to the left side. He immediately gets out of bounds trying to stop that clock, which brings up 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles as they're trying to answer and put some type of points on the board or even get in field goal range. Now the Eagles come out with trips to the right side of the field, a single receiver on the left.
Martinez, quick little throw to the left-hand side. Looks like he got enough for the 1st down. That was taken in there by Echeverria, so they're going to go ahead and hustle up to the line. They keep running the clock here. They should have stopped the clock at about 6 seconds ago. They're going to go ahead and, nope, there's going to be a penalty on the play. I don't know what the penalty's for.
Encroachment on the defense looked like.
I think they're talking about
prior to him spiking the ball.
I don't know. I think he's talking about the clock there because I saw him put 4 up on the clock there. They ran off an extra 6 seconds on the clock after that 1st down. So I noticed earlier today too. They also ran off 10 seconds on a timeout that they had called. So they might be adjusting that. So actually, no, they're going to go ahead and call a penalty. It's offsides. Yeah, sure enough. So they did put the extra time back on the clock. And there was an offside on the play.
Milton.
So the Eagles have 1st and 5 at the 32. 9 seconds left.
They're back with that trips to the right side. Martinez drops back.
Quick throw again, right into the hands of Andre Brown of Gaither. He's taking it up to the left side. He's up the midfield. Oh, he almost dropped the ball himself. But taken out of bounds, and that's going to end at halftime. So let's take a look at the instant replay on this.
He was in the trips. Martinez dropped back. He threw it. It almost looked like he threw it directly to number 7. And he started making his way down the left side of the field. Number 53 for the Eagles put on pursuit, and he saved a touchdown. That's Tyler Davis. Saved a touchdown for the Eagles because he had nothing but daylight once he got past him on the outside.
So after the 1st half, we have the Cowboys 13, Eagles nothing. And we're going to go ahead and throw
a flag on a play.
Oh, we got a flag. Well, maybe we're going to have an extra play here. All right, so we got a personal foul, roughing the passer. So we'll go ahead and take an instant replay. Let's take a look and see what we got on that play. So you see Martinez, he goes ahead and he just flings it immediately. Couldn't quite catch it, but I think that guy, whoever was jumping on the right side there, might have jumped into him. So we're going to have 1 on time down. Eagles, again, benefit of some penalties here. They're getting their yards via the penalty, and they're going to trot out Raul Maldonado again to go ahead and try a 32-yard attempt. He pushed it wide to left the last time. So Eagles looking to get a little something on the board here. There's a snap. The kick is up. And it's good.
It's good.
So the Eagles go ahead and strike here at the end of the 1st half. And at the end of the 1st half, now it's going to be the Cowboys 13, Eagles 3. And we'll go ahead and throw it up to Will.
Thank you very much, Paul and Abe. What a great game we've got going on. District championship on the line between the Gaither Cowboys and the Springstead Eagles. 13-3 is your score as we take it to halftime. Welcome to GCSN at the half. We got a lot of great content for you coming up. Thank you for joining us. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at GCSN Broadcast. And we're running the wrong video. We apologize about that. That's from last week. We actually have the senior spotlight for Jaden James coming up next. Then we're going to bring it to the regional game roundup for the McMurdo Family Vision Regional Scoreboard before we send it up to the booth with Abe Dowdell and Paul Smith. All that coming up next, and that's how we end the year with me running the wrong video. It's halftime.
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
I started playing football when I was 10, and I just played t-ball for a little bit of baseball at Dixie County, and just didn't seem like my sport, just didn't fall in love with baseball. So I used to go to my uncle's games all the time in Daytona. We go to Miami a little bit, watch him play football. He played semi-pro, and just me and my cousin, like, this is our sport. Like, this is something I got to play. My cousin lives in Minnesota, so we always talk about playing football. We both started playing football around the same time. I played for the SHA Seminoles with a lot of my buddies that I still play with today. My first year, we won the championship, so that was like one of the greatest feelings. All that hard work you put in when you're 10, 11, 12 years old, you're just a kid and you win all those games. And especially with the coaches, just a bond. You have all like the team celebrating, and you know you're coming back next year to win it again. So it just makes you keep wanting to play ball more and more and more. One of the things I love about playing travel football was just the bond. So we would always have car rides, and I'd take teammates. I know, like, specifically me and Connor always be with each other on those games on the Saturdays. We'd always drive together. So me and Connor's bond was tight. Tyree as well. We played with each other since we were little. Even me and Connor played against Tyree since we were little kids. So all of us just had a tight bond, and winning those football games, like playing Trinity and traveling all the way to Dade City and playing all those games Hudson. I mean, it just got us ready for even middle school ball. The competition that was set around in those counties, it was different to see. So that was one of the things that I loved in playing in this travel league. I only played football my 8th grade year at Powell, and unfortunately that was the COVID year, so we only had a short amount of time in games. But one of the games I do remember was Challenger. It was probably one of the most games I had my most tackles in as a kid. It was a great feeling. We destroyed them, honestly. So that was just a great feeling, and I believe that was one of our last games, especially with COVID. So it was just a good way to end off 8th grade and getting ready for high school.
Jaden, when he came in as a freshman, was a big kid already. Like he had that musculature that you don't see as a freshman coming in. Most of the time, kids just don't have that yet. but he had already had, that muscle built on. So, and over the years, I mean, it's just grown, exponentially. He's gotten way stronger and faster. But when he came in, you noticed it right away. He was a running back, linebacker for us as a freshman, and we knew what he would blossom into as a senior.
The transition to middle school to high school, it honestly wasn't a crazy transition in my eyes. So we were there in the summer, and it wasn't a big change. We knew, the coaches knew we were coming in. They knew we had a good unit of class 25. We knew all the older guys because me and my buddies played against them since we were little in Little League. So it wasn't that big. We knew a lot of people, so everyone just knew it was a brotherhood. So when we got together, it just all clicked. I remember going to 7-on-7 tournaments, Aiden Ferguson driving me there and talking about how we used to play against each other when we were little. So it was clicking, and that was just great because he was one of the biggest leaders on that team that year. So it was amazing. Freshman season, I made JV and also made varsity, but I didn't play that much of JV. Played maybe 2 quarters a game unless it was a tough opponent, which rarely it was because we were undefeated on JV. So definitely varsity, they needed me a little bit, so I would come in spurts of times in different games. One game I had great momentum moving into my sophomore year, getting ready in the off-season training, and unfortunately I got injured. I broke my wrist, so that kind of set me back for a while and put me in a state of mind where I felt like I couldn't get the job done for my team. So I was out for a couple months, and it sucked. It was probably the worst feeling. I was in my head a lot. But thankful for my family that got me out of that place and still got me to work out. I hit legs 3 times a week and still try to get the job done.
Jaden does a lot of film study, and so he studies the game. We rely a lot on him on play calls. He's calling the defense. He's making our checks, and he's doing a lot of things that only he could do because he watches so much film and he's such a student of the game. So he's a leader to defense, and we lean on him, and Coach Hines, our defense coordinator, we really lean on him.
One of the games that I loved the most was definitely a homecoming game against Lando Lakes. We were both undefeated homecoming. The atmosphere was great. The fans were great. The coaches were hyped. The players were hyped. I just remember one tackle where I just absolutely laid the kid out right of the line of scrimmage, and everyone's hyped. Everyone's hitting my helmet. It was probably one of the greatest feelings ever, especially coming off that injury, and you've been making plays all season. You're finally making a name for yourself, and it's just an amazing feeling, especially getting that W on that homecoming night, and the next day you got homecoming. It's just amazing. Going into my junior year, I already knew I had a spot. I balled out as a sophomore how much limited time I had. So just going into this summer, I trained my butt off just in the weight room, eating right, putting on weight, hit a little bit of a growth spurt over the summer too. So that was just a great feeling. My numbers in the weight room were just ridiculous. And for incoming junior, I was ready. I was confident, no injuries, so I was healthy. And the coaches had a lot to expect. My family did. My uncles always tell me, you're next up. So it was just a great feeling, and I knew I had a lot of shoes to fulfill, especially after Madden and Craig and Roman. It was just, I had a lot to fill in, so I was ready.
Yeah, Jaden is the reigning Conference Player of the Year, GCA Player of the Year. It's nice having someone like that returning. He's very physical. He's fast. He plays with instinct. He's one of the best blitzers we've ever had, getting through the line, busting through the line, uses his quickness and his hands. And once he gets into you and bench press you, because he's a 315-plus bencher, and he used that on the field, being able to push people around. Offensively, he's a complimentary player. We'll get him some carries. He'll be a lead blocker here and there, and we use him as much as we can without trying to overuse him.
Mitchell game was probably my favorite game by far. I remember the first play, I immediately jumped the B gap and smashed their back in the backfield. It was amazing. The crowd was hyped. Everyone was hyped, and that game was back and forth the whole game. And I remember we were running that game, and maybe 3 seconds left, and it was amazing. Coaches jumping up and down. That was a district game, it was a money game, so we needed that game, especially to get in the playoffs. So it was an amazing feeling. I was just talking to my buddy Dalton today about it. It was like we were just freshmen in 2021, just getting ready to play our first game against Calvary, and I was like, it's crazy how we're sitting here and we're seniors, like we're the top dogs, and we're about to be in our senior season, and it's just ridiculous to me how fast high schools went and how much I've accomplished, how much our team has accomplished over the years. But it's a great feeling to know that we have a lot up for grabs this year, and we're ready to go get it. My personal goals for this season are obviously to break my tackles I had from last year, so about 170, I want to run 170, 175. That's my goal, is about 20 TFLs, forced fumbles, about 5 of those, and 2 interceptions. Those are my goals. I have a lot of shoes to fulfill. I was the Defensive Player of the Year last year, so I have to come and redeem that again. And in my eyes, it just feels like it should be mine. I know I can go get it again. So that's just my goals for this year. I wouldn't be here without the support of my parents. Definitely my grandma and grandpa, my 2 uncles. I mean, they've pushed me to my max, even out of sports. I work a job, so just the thing of having a football game Friday, having to go work Saturday, they push me, like they teach me of being an adult, and it's coming very close now that I'm a senior. So them pushing me and always being there for me, always having my back, it's a great feeling. It's family, and I'm a big family guy. So knowing that I always have them behind me, it's amazing. So I love them, and I know they love me, and they know that.
Jaden is tremendous off the field as he is on. He again, he's a great productive community member. He works at Glory Days. He's held that job for a while, so he's responsible. He's doing adult things already. He's able to balance football and academics and work, and he does a great job communicating with us, when he's working or this or that, whatever's going on. And his future's bright. I mean, the sky's the limit for him. I could see him really doing anything. Anything he puts his mind to, he's going to be successful at. And the people in the community look up to him, both where he works and also when they see him in the gym, because he's a frequent member at his fitness center.
I'm ready to get with my guys in the field in Eagle Country. Let's ride.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. Why would you deal with this pain for another day?
Gulf Coast Sports Network. Now we're going to check out the regional scores with the McMurdo Family Vision Regional Scoreboard. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the halftime entertainment that we had in store for you. We've got another great half of football coming up. Gaither 13, Springstead 3. As we get ready for the second half, third quarter kickoff coming up. Gaither will get the ball. Don't forget the senior spotlight, Jaden James tonight. Hope you enjoyed it live. It's also going to be available on demand anytime that you want on our YouTube channel. We'll have that loaded up tonight at probably about 11 o'clock or so. That'll be loaded and ready for viewing under the special events section of our YouTube channel. But for now, we're going to take it back up to the booth with Paul Smith and Abe Dowdell for the second half call. Take it away, boys.
Oh my goodness, Paul. This is what we thrive for. We about to have a great second half. I believe both coaches probably took their teams inside the locker room, because this game is far from over. There's a lot that can happen. Defense on both sides been playing a great game. We had a few turnovers that was able to spark a touchdown for the Cowboys and got that drive alive. Then the Cowboys came back, in the last minute of the half and was able to strike one down the middle and get one into the end zone as well. But the Eagles said we're not laying down, and they used a little 2-minute offense to drive back down the field and then later kick a field goal. And remember, earlier they missed a field goal that went a little bit left, but then he came back and he got back in the game with that field goal right before half.
Yeah, the Eagles have been benefited by a couple of penalties there by Gaither. Gave them some great field position, kept a couple of drives alive for them, and they were able to go ahead and scratch out 3 points. And the one thing that Gaither, is they're still playing without Jesse Harold, who got injured there in the first quarter. And but yet even without him out there, they still been having heavy pressure on Martinez all night long. Antonio Henley, you also got Jacob Aquino. They're just causing a lot of pressure for the Eagles in the backfield there and not giving Martinez any time to throw the ball downfield. So we're going to have to see if the Eagles can go ahead and right the ship here and get things back in order, So Gaither will get the ball to start the second half. And, after the turnover there by Martinez at the end of the half here, like I said, Springstead's just going to have to regroup, put the first half behind them, and go ahead and focus up here in the second half. It's only 13-3, so there's still an opportunity for them to fight back here.
Oh, but they're still sitting in a great position, the Eagles are, because this game far from over. You got 2 quarters remaining. Eagles just went into a dogfight last week with LeCanto and was able to, pull it out. Is this the spark that they need to do the same thing? They come out of the locker room, stop the Cowboys on their first drive, get the ball back, and put some points on the board. It could turn everything around.
Yeah, well, they had that at the beginning of the game. Each team, it looked like they were both just feeling each other out, just going ahead and a couple of runs here, a couple of runs there, a quick 4 and out on each side, and then, when Gaither struck first there and put themselves up 7-0, they thought they had the edge there, and Springstead started coming back, and they were able to get the ball downfield, and like you mentioned, unfortunately Maldonado pushed the ball left a little bit on that 35-yard field goal attempt he tried. So, by far they're not out of it. It's only 13-3, like we said, and they only down by 10 here, and righting the ship and getting back in this game, and a couple quick plays, and bam, they're back in there.
Now, earlier for the Cowboys, E.J. Archer, he was overthrowing some of his receivers and things like that. Now, I know prior to the game starting, pregame warm-up is very important. And one thing I know is their bus came late, so they had to come and they had to rush. And sometimes when you out of sync with that pregame warm-up, it can dictate that first half because you're out of sync with your receivers. You're not doing what you normally do because normally people have routines that they do before the game starts. So being pushed into that could have been a part of why it took so long for the Cowboys to at least get their offense sparking with the pass plays. But once they connected, they showed you they can get up and down the field with no problem.
Yeah, that definitely could have been a factor there. Coming in late, like you said, not getting their warm ups. Like you said, a lot of people, a lot of kids, and a lot of teams, they go ahead and they come out here and they have a certain way they like to do things. But they look like they caught their breath here at towards the end of that first quarter there, and they started making things happen there. So Eagles just got to go ahead and do the same thing here. They got to catch their breath, go ahead, like I said, just erase the first half and start fresh. There's 24 minutes left of football left to go here for the Eagles, and there's an opportunity for them to go ahead and strike back.
And again, thank you for tuning in to Gulf Coast Sports Network. And if you're new, subscribe and like.
So the Eagles will go ahead and line it up there. Raul Maldonado, let's go ahead and kick off. We're going to go ahead and see if he goes, kicks it deep, or if he's going to give a short kick. It's popped up there, taken there by Becquerel. He's immediately brought down at the 35-yard line. By number 34 for the Eagles. So Cowboys will have the ball first and 10 at their own 35. Start the second half here.
So, Paul, let's see if we can come out, with some lightning excitement on both offenses, because before defense is ruling this game on both sides.
So Archer will go ahead and bring the team out. Coming out in a 5-wide set. He's looking to the right. Fires a man again, wide open. Eagles forgetting to cover these receivers. That's number 13, Ryan Hamilton. First play, one play, bingo, Gaither touchdown.
Paul, that was an impressive play. Check out this Care One instant replay. Come out in the 5 wides. Quarterback has plenty of times. He puts the ball in the air. I'm not sure if it was miscommunication or something that happened on the other side of the field, but that young man was able to catch the ball and dash into the end zone for a touchdown.
They had a couple of their corners going ahead and biting up on that screen. They thought that they was going to dump it off there, and Ryan Hamilton, wide open green pastures.
He was running down the field like they were trying to steal his lunch money getting into that end zone.
That's it. So go ahead and count the extra point. There's the snap. The kick is up. And it's good. So Gaither will go ahead and go up 20-3. One play, one touchdown. We only played 12 seconds left here, or 12 seconds here the second half.
And that was a quick strike. It showed poise of the quarterback just standing there with plenty of time and putting the ball down the field, which shows a complete different offense than what we've seen. Even though it was one play, that was completely different from what we saw in the first half.
Yeah, you just, if you're the Eagles, you didn't need that. You wanted to come out here, make up a little stand here, and put a big stop there, and having that play happen there, that has a tendency to deflate teams, and the Eagles just got to concentrate and see what Martinez can come out here with the offense and get a little something going for the Eagles. So the Cowboys will go ahead and kick it off back deep for the Eagles, Marcazio and Echeverria.
And this is a must-score situation for the Eagles to keep themselves in this ball game.
Dalton Williams fills it at the 25. Scoots ahead up to the 35, gets taken down, so it'll be first and 10 to the Eagles at the 35-yard line. So, like you said, Abe, this you're almost in a must score here because you're down 23, and you got to get a little something, You just can't go ahead and roll over and let Gaither go ahead and just start scoring at will on you. So the Eagles got to show a little something.
Eagles look like they're coming out with 3 wide, single receiver to the left. Right now, trying to answer what the Cowboys have made a statement about.
Marcazio takes it up the middle, immediately brought down, loses about a yard. Once again, big Antonio Henley on the stop. But yeah, so we'll see. 2nd down and 11 for the Eagles.
Eagles look like they're coming into a 4 wide set after they lost a yard.
Gaither heavy pressure at the middle. Martinez tries to get it out to the outside. Looks like it was intended to Austin Stania. Excuse me, Stanine. So that'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Eagles.
The Cowboys been very impressive up front. Their defensive line has been in the backfield of the Eagles all night, causing all kinds of pressure to the quarterback and to the ball carriers.
Yeah, the whole defense is been impressive tonight. I mean, they are fast. Again, showing blitz. Martinez, again, heavy pressure by Henley and just has to dump it out of bounds. Somebody might want to block Henley.
Henley must be like butter because he's on a roll tonight.
So that'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 11. Eagles will go ahead and trot out Maldonado for the punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Beckerill and Ryan Hamilton, the aforementioned touchdown scorer. There's the snap. Maldonado gets the punt off. Takes a hop at the 50. Hamilton had some thoughts of picking the ball up. And the Eagles will go ahead and down it there at the 43. Andre Brown, he was standing there looking at the ball, almost hit him in the foot. That would have been bad news for the Cowboys, but fortunately it was enough to miss him. So
Paul, the Eagles was unable to answer the Cowboys' quick score. Now the Cowboys have the ball in great field position. Do you think they're going to come out and try to pass and strike again, or do you think they're going to try to establish their run game?
Well, at this point in the game, you got to. This isn't no time to go ahead and lollygag around. You get your foot on their throat, you might as well stomp it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and still turn it up a notch and keep throwing the ball down the field.
Looks like they're coming back out 5 wide, empty backfield. So that means either they're preparing their passing game for when they try to make that playoff run.
So Archer looking to the right. Again, firing downfield. He's got the man open. Oh, it went right through his hands. That was intended for Davion Kindred, who scored earlier on that wide open pass. So it looks like Springstead had a little trouble keeping up with these receivers.
Check out this Care One Instant replay. Quarterback had plenty of time again. The ball was in and out of their hands. Marcazio was on the coverage, but he still had about a step, 2 steps on him.
Yeah, keep running these little fly patterns here, and you're going to start wearing down that Eagle defense. So there's a snap. He just dumps it off short to Mason. Mason's going to go ahead and go it up the middle there. Looks like he picked up about 3 yards on that little screen.
So it looked like he hit Mason on the check down because the other receivers, he's still trying to look to go deep. But he was able to get away and get to Mason. Mason was able to make, a quick 2-step like he was going through 5 o'clock traffic trying to make some way somewhere. But the Eagles were able to get him down.
Yeah, Eagles got to start putting a little bit more pressure there on the quarterback Archel.
And the Cowboys staying with that 5 wide.
Cowboys saying we ain't scared. So Archer's looking again downfield. Fires across the middle. That's way high and went right through the hands of Tyree Davis. Had an opportunity for an interception. So that looked like it was intended to gate there.
Check out this instant replay. Archel gets the ball, he drops back, he has time, puts the ball in the air, and great play by Tyree Davis. Tyree Davis, it might have been just a little step higher than that step ladder you say they had, and he was unable to get his hands on it, but he made a great play, trying to get there because he was not covering that guy. He came cross field while the ball was in the air to make that play.
Yeah, that's the big stuff for the Eagles. So the Cowboys will go ahead and set up for the punt. That's something that the Eagles needed on that play. So the punt is off. It's going to take a hop and a bounce and down at the 25-yard line. Cowboys thought the Eagles touched the ball, but it was clearly not touched. So Eagles got the ball first and 10 at the 25.
So the Eagles defense was able to stop the Cowboys again. Luckily, that long bomb that they attempted again on the right side of the field was in and out of the hands of the receivers. So we'll be looking at a different ball game right now.
Yeah, you'd be looking at 27-3, and I think at that point, that could have been lights off for the Eagles. But they have an opportunity now to show what they got. 9:49 left to go here in the third quarter.
Eagles trying to find their offense somewhere, trying to see if they can get a spark. Defense been playing great. Macasio takes the ball, goes up the middle, hit a little spin cycle, and then finally brought down at the 5 yards.
Yeah, he's taken down there by Gunn and Martin on that play. You could see Gunn was in there trying to pull that ball out of his hands too. So Cowboys, like I said, they got the foot on the throat and they're going to try to stomp on them. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Eagles at the 30. Blitz up the middle. Handoff goes to Macasio up the middle. And he fights forward and gets enough for the first down. So he brings it up to about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. So the Eagles get a big first down there.
So, Paul, look like the Eagles are sticking with their run game. Clock still continues to run.
Yeah, the passing game has not been effective at all for the Eagles tonight. That pressure that Gaither is showing, again, they're showing blitz up there, and there you are, sending the house. But Martinez gets it off, and there he goes. Echeverria, he's got daylight, nothing but green grass, and a touchdown for the Eagles. So there we go, Abe. Eagles get a little something back here. Maybe we got ourselves a little bit of a ball game again.
Paul, you're going to have to check out this Clear One instant replay. Cowboys showing pressure. Martinez hit Estevez on that quick slant, and he was able to dash down the middle of the field because they were showing pressure, and he was able to get behind the linebackers on that quick slant, and then he was able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, if you notice on that play that Hicks, the linebacker, he was going ahead and floating to the right, thinking the handoff was going to go there, and Echeverria had that quick little slant there, and Martinez did a good job of getting them. So they're going to try a little trickeration, and they go ahead and pitch it out to Marcasio, who scores the 2-point conversion.
So, Paul, it looks like both teams have struck in this second half, and the Eagles have now made this a ball game, and they're going to rely on their defense to stop the Cowboys once again.
Yeah, and that's how you answer it back. The Eagles went ahead. They gave up the big play to start the second half here. Had a big stop by the defense last turnaround, and they went ahead and put the ball in the end zone this turnaround. So, it's again, now we only got a 9-point game here, and the game's a little bit different there. So, and And it was fortunate, that play with that Hamilton, the ball went through his hands on that one play because, like I said, you go up 27-3, and that's a different ball game right there.
And this could be the spark that the Eagles needed to get their offense rolling and to believe that they can score at any time on this team. And that was a quick slant that most coaches love with the yards out the catch. And Echeverria was gone down the field like he stole something. And he was moving.
We have to call the police with all these thefts going on tonight. So Gaither will go ahead and call a fair catch at the 35. So Gaither, that's what I was saying, Abe. You don't want to take your foot off the gas. You got them down, you might as well go ahead and put them out. But Eagles stood tall that last drive, and so let's see what Gaither's going to do on this one. I'm sure they're not going to change up anything very much. They're going to keep on keeping on this play.
And the Cowboys showed us in the second half of this game, they're not afraid to throw it. They throwing it. They going right back to the 5 wide again.
Yeah, like I said, they're not going to take their foot off the gas. They're going to keep on keeping on. So 1st and 10 at the 35. Archwell looking to the right, fires it out there, comes back, catches the ball, tries to do it with a couple moves, gets enough for the first down there. Steps out of bounds at about the 45-yard line, so that should be enough for the first down.
Edgefield has had plenty of time back there. We haven't had a quarterback sack tonight, I don't believe, because he's had time to get rid of the ball.
So they'll spot the ball at the 46-yard line. Gaither looking like they want to go ahead and counter back. Still in the 5 wide set. Archwell goes to the left, just out of the reach of Dalton. You got Beckerell on that play there, going ahead and picking up enough for the first down there. Yeah, Dalton almost got himself a little bit of a knockdown on that play. That was close.
Check out this Care One instant replay. Archfield drops back, hits the little curl route. Then he picked up about 5-6 yards after the catch.
So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. They're starting their drive.
And they're still in that 5 wide set.
Looks like they might have got a little head start over there. He flares it out to the right, just out of the reach there of DJ Saunders.
And going into the playoff, Paul, you want to be able to be two-dimensional. You want to have a running game as well as a passing game. And it seems like right now the Cowboys are trying to get their passing game in check.
Yeah, well, it's been hit and miss tonight. It's either he's going for the big bombs and that's what he's hitting, or these other couple of these other passes have just been off the mark there for Archwell. So
right now, I believe he has 133 yards passing.
So a little bit of pressure. He steps up in the pocket, hits his man at about the 31-yard line,
which he picks up another first down.
That's Beckerell. That's going to be enough for the first down.
He drops back on that out route. He was able to get in and get the first down.
So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at Eagle 32.
Still time, puts the ball in the air.
Right over the middle.
Skinny post.
Big shot there taken there by DJ Saunders, delivered there by Dalton Williams. So
check out the Care One instant replay on that.
Yeah, Saunders going to go ahead and take a play
Shotgun
off.
formation, quarterback takes the ball. It's come across on that little skinny post. And it was a hard hit by the Eagles, but he was able to hold on to that ball.
Yeah, he even got some friendly fire there on Marcazio, man. I think Marcazio got a little ding on that one. Dalton Williams was not playing on that one. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Quarterback drops back,
He's
puts the
going
ball
for the
in the air
corner.
for the corner.
That looks
And
like it's a touchdown.
looks like it's a touchdown. It's going to be number 13,
Yeah,
Ryan Hamilton.
Ryan Hamilton again.
Check out this Care One instant replay. Quarterback drops back, puts the ball into the corner of the end zone, and a nice grab.
Yeah, he put that in a nice position there, right over the shoulder there. Only way that the defender could have probably defended that is just by pulling down the receiver, but that was a nice pass by Archel on that one.
Looks like he was covered by number 5, Jaden James.
So the Cowboys will line up for the extra point. So the Cowboys strike right back. I see your touchdown and I raise you a touchdown, they say. There's the snap. The kick is up. And it's good. So the Cowboys will go up 27-11 here with 6:22 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials. Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us.
So we're back here. 6:28 left to go in the third. Gaither's up 27-11 over the Eagles. So the Cowboys started the second half with a quick strike. Eagles answered back. Cowboys answered back. So we're going to see if the Eagles can go ahead and counter and come back with a little something of their own here. That's a kick in the corner. That looks like it's going to be fielded by Williams. He takes it about the 15-yard line, rolling to the right. He gets across the 30. He's up to the 40. He's out to the 50. Going to get knocked out of bounds. He puts a little lick into the kicker there, and he gets knocked out of bounds by the 30. But a nice big return by Dalton Williams. Dalton Williams is having himself a little bit of a ball game right now.
Now check out this Care One instant replay. Williams coming around the side. He has Tyree Davis was trying to lead him, but Williams took it his own way and dashing down the field. Then he gives a little extra bow as he gets pushed out of bounds.
He introduced himself real nice to the kicker right there.
Then he gave his little first down sign.
Yeah. So Eagles got great field position here. Cowboy 30, 1st and 10. So the Eagles, they're not laying down for the Cowboys here.
So can the Eagles answer?
Martinez looking to the right. Again, heavy pressure. He just dumps it. Big pressure again there that's Jesse Hurl. Looks like he's back in the ball game. That's good to see. So we're going to go ahead and take a water break here. So we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back.
Certainly, I'm an avid golfer. Been, golf usually weekly. Play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do. And Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
All right, we're back here. 6:05 left to go here in the third. Gaither up 27-11 over to the Eagles. So the Eagles come out in a funky formation. There's the snap. A pitch over to Marcazio. And I don't know Nope, the Eagles called the timeout. No, actually, they're going to say Gaither called the timeout. Somebody called the timeout. And we'll go to the McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard.
So we're going to call timeout.
We're going to call timeout. All right, so after the timeout here, the Eagles back in the traditional formation. 2nd and 10 at the 30 of the Cowboys. Marcazia takes the handoff right up the middle, taken down by Harold, but he does pick up about 3 yards on that play. That'll bring up 3rd and about 7. So this is an opportunity here, Abe, that, the Eagles don't want to pass this one up here, They want to go ahead and maybe try to get the ball in the end zone here and strike back. They don't want to fall too far behind because they don't definitely want to get into a score-for-score competition with Gaither, so. Quick pass again, quick slant, nice play. That was Echeverria on the catch, and that's going to be enough for the first down.
Check out this Care One instant replay. Martinez dropped back, hits him again with that quick slant with a man all over his back, and he still was able to catch the ball, hold on to it, and then give the first down sign.
Yeah, that was Caden Martin on the stop there, but that was a nice pass from Martinez right into the gut of Echeverria. So Martinez is going to take himself, roll to the left. He's got a little bit of daylight. Immediately brought up in here. That was Jared Gunn. Like a speeding bullet over there. Takes him down into the track pit, and he's going to have to get all that sand out of his mouth.
Look like they got the chain crew as well.
It looks like he's going to be all right. He's shaking it off. But no flag on that. So it looks like we're going to go ahead and have an official timeout. Make sure they're checking on the chain crew over there. Those guys put in some hard work, Gabe. And they do catch some friendly fire every now and then.
And it's all volunteer.
That's right. So they're going to go ahead and figure out what to do over there on the Gaither sideline. Looks like they got another man stepped right in on that one. So all is good. Eagles got the ball. Going to be 2nd down. And about 6. Oh, James takes it up the middle. Wow, Martinez got hit pretty hard there by Henley after the exchange. And Jaden James picked up maybe a yard on that, and it looks like he might have got banged up a little bit. So they're going to go ahead and take a timeout for the injured player on the field, and we'll take a timeout. So at 4:17 left, Cowboys 27, Eagles 11. They're on a drive. We'll be right back.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
So, Paul, is third down. Look like the Eagles are trying to knock on the door.
Yeah, big third down here for the Eagles. Martinez decides to take it himself up the middle. Looks like he gets to the 10, but maybe about 2 yards short of the first down.
Looked like number one, Antonio Henley was able to shoestring tackle him to get him down for the fourth down.
So that'll bring up a big 4th and 2 for the Eagles.
So this is a very important fourth down for the Eagles because they need to score some points right now.
So shotgun, lone setback. Martinez is going to take it himself.
He picks up the first down.
Yeah, he gets up to about the 5-yard line, 6-yard line. So big first down there for the Eagles. Nice little quarterback draw there by Martinez.
So now we got first and goal. Eagles knocking on the door, trying to answer the Cowboys.
Well, first and goal at the 6. And off to Marcasio, goes up the middle. It's down to about the 4-yard line.
Now, Paul, as I watch Marcasio, he's one of those low-line runners. Once he hits that hole, he's low down, and it looks like it's very hard to bring him down once he gets into his form down there.
So second down from the 4. Martinez is going to take it himself and try to punch it in. It's brought down at about the 3, maybe a pickup of a yard. Brought down again there by Jacob Aquino. So third down and goal. Big play here. Eagles got 2 chances to punch it in. So you want to run it up the middle here, or do you want to go ahead and go around the outside?
Right now, the left side of that line has been doing a great job for the Eagles.
And immediately taken down. Wow, Martinez got hit hard. First strike was Elijah Rich. And then Harrell come in and finished him off. So he'll lose about 5 yards on that play.
Replay, it looked like he came in untouched and did a little crawl. Hicks did a little crawl after Mac.
Actually, that was Marcus Hicks on that play there that just wiped him out. So Martinez has been taking a lot of shots tonight. He's definitely going to need an ice bath after this. You might want to call his mom up and tell him to get some Ben Gay at the Walgreens, because he is going to be sore. So big fourth down here. Martinez is going to float it up in the corner. That's picked off there by Stinyard, his second interception tonight. He's going down the right side, tries to cut it back, brings it back to the 30-yard line, but that's Stinyard's second interception for tonight. A big turnover.
Check out the Care One instant replay. Martinez got pressure. He puts the ball in the air, and Steiner was just able to step up on that step ladder and take the ball out of the air and take it down the sideline. So another big play for the Cowboys defense tonight.
Yeah, that's the third interception tonight. 2 by Stinyard and 1 there by Andre Brown. So the Cowboys will have ball 1st and 10. Looks like they're saying he stepped out of bounds at about the 25. So Eagles need a big stop here. Archer pumps to the right, goes back to the left, right through the hands of Saunders. So he falls incomplete, and it'll be 2nd down.
So right now, Paul, the Cowboys are staying in that 5-wide set. They're still passing the ball and still trying to put points on this board. 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And we've already seen that the Cowboys can strike at any time.
Yeah, and it would behoove them to go ahead and maybe, take control of this game right now and, put the Eagles down by another touchdown here, because the Eagles have shown, that they can go back and drive down the field and make an attempt to score. But again, another big stop here is needed by this Eagle defense, and it's 2nd down. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout. Looks like the Cowboys will go ahead and take a timeout. So with that timeout, we'll go ahead and shoot it over to the scoreboard. All right, we're back. 28 seconds left to go here in the third. Cowboys got a 2nd and 10. Eagles trying to look for a big stop here. You bring Mason in the backfield. There's the quick snap. It looks like that's going to be Brian Hamilton. Nice play there by Ivan Edwards there for the Eagles, taking Hamilton down in the backfield for a loss of about 4. Big stop.
Check out this Care Winston replay. He just takes the direct snap and comes immediately to the left side of the field. But a great defensive play by the Eagles as we get ready to go into the fourth quarter with the Gaither Cowboys 27, your Springstead Eagles 11. We're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back.
And we're back. So we're going to go ahead and start up the fourth quarter here. Eagles looking to make a big stop here. It's going to
Paul, I'm checking out some of the parents that got in with the cheerleaders. Went back to old school foot loose.
They live in footloose and fancy free down there right now. Cowboys looking, they want to get a little footloose on this play right here. So 3rd and 13. Archer looking to the left. Dumps it off to the right. He's got Hamilton. That's Mason. Mason brought down there by Echeverria. Going to be short of the first down, so that's going to be 4th and about 4. So again, a nice little stop there by the Eagles. Here's the Care 1 instant replay. You can see Archel just goes ahead and dumps it off. Mason tried to make a move there, but a nice tackle there by Echeverria to go ahead and stop him for the 4th. So it looks like the Cowboys are going to bring out the punting unit on this.
So the Eagles did get another stop. So you got to give the Eagles defense credit on that. Their offense need to put some points on the board.
So back deep for the Eagles is Echeverria and Williams. So the punt's away. Looks like it's going to go to Williams, who takes the ball, drives himself straight forward, gets up to about the 43-yard line. Taken down by number 4, Armando Becquerel.
Another nice little run by Williams. We may have to change his name to Tylenol Williams with all these hits he's putting on him tonight, running the ball on special teams as well as hitting on defense.
Dave, he's got more hits than the Beatles. So the Eagles will take over at the 44-yard line, 43-yard line. 1st and 10. They have an opportunity to go ahead and strike back here, claw themselves back into this game. Quick little pressure there. Martinez decides to take it himself. Gets the ball up to a midfield stripe.
Once again, Paul, that tackle was made by number 99.
Jacob Aquino.
Aquino's been watching WWE because every tackle I see, he loves trying to slam the guys down to the ground. So he's been watching either WWE or Friday Night SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. So 2nd down and 3. Martinez rolls to the left. Just going to take it out of bounds, loose it about a yard. Takes out the Gatorade box. And it looks like number 5. That's Jared Gunn. Looks like he might have tweaked an ankle on that play, so he's going to go ahead and hobble himself right back onto the field. He's been another guy that's been out there tonight just laying into people. So they lose a yard on that. Well, bring up 3rd and 4. It's a big 3rd down here.
So the Eagles trying to put some points on the board.
Gets it to Marcazio. Got a wide open hole and wide open spaces, and Marcazio is gone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, they answered the call and quickly put some points on the board. Check out this Care 1 instant replay. A quick handoff to Marcazio up the middle, and he's straight down the middle. It was off to the races. And there was only one man that was able to get in the zone to catch him, and he was unable to catch him. And Springstead once again strike quickly. That's 2 times they have struck down the middle of the field on the Cowboys.
Yeah, that was a quick little handoff there. It almost looked like he darn near direct snapped it to Marcazio, and that was a nice hole being opened in the middle there. And like I said, it was pastures and greenland, and he just went ahead and took care of that all himself. So the Eagles are clawed back now. It's 27-17. We do got a Gaither player down on the field. That's going to be Jared Gunn.
If you see it, Marcazio went straight up the middle like he took himself to his own checkout line into the end zone.
So with
that self-checkout, he was gone.
So Gunn's down. It looks like they're looking at his leg again. He was the one that tweaked himself. So with that, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout with 9:56 left to go here in the game. 27-17. We got a ball game, folks. We'll be back.
Big strike. So it looks like he's cramped. Looks like he's cramping, but he's able to get up on his own.
Yeah, doing a little bit of a limp, so he's going to go ahead and take a little bit of time off for right now and get himself right and maybe get back in the game. Like I said, he's been a big part of that defense tonight, Mr. Gunn. So the Eagles are going to go ahead and go for the 2-point conversion here to try to make it 27-19. Still be a 2-score possession there.
Now it looks like they're going for a field goal.
Are they? No.
And now they switch it up and do that special 2-point play they love to do.
Now a little throwback to Dalton Williams, and he's going to go ahead and flip it over into the end zone to Jaden James. Our senior spotlight gets the 2-point conversion. So the Eagles cut it down to a 1-possession ball game.
Check out this Carolina instant replay. Quick pass to Williams. Takes the Tylenol pack. Sends it up to Jaden. And in the back of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That's going to bring the Eagles up 19 to the Cowboys 27.
So the Eagles are showing they can go a little bit of blow for blow right now here in the second half with the Cowboys. So they need to have their defense step up here, stand tall, and get a big stop here, get the ball back, and maybe go ahead and get this game back a tied ball game here. So.
And Paul, don't forget, we got the Glory Days Player of the Game that we'll be giving away today. What goes on with that?
Oh, glad you asked. Glory Days Player of the Game is not only going to get themselves a gift to the Glory Days, but they're also going to get themselves a Gulf Coast Sports Network t-shirt. Abe, those are valuable. So a little quick kick over here. Ball's going to be spotted at the 42 for Gaither.
Let's see if the Eagles defense can come up, and defense can score points. Let's see if something special can happen on the Eagles defense to put them even closer in this ball game.
I think the Eagles got 1 turnover tonight. They had that fumble recovery, or 2 actually, correction. And this would be a great time to get themselves another turnover. And get the ball back maybe in some good field position, some short field position, and let the offense go back to work. So Eagles show them blitz. They bring pressure up the middle. Archel flares it out to the left, throws it high. Does take a hit.
Looked like the pass was intended to number 8, Brian Hamilton, but he was covered by Ivan Edwards over there for the Eagles. And something we really hadn't seen was some pressure going back to the quarterback as well when he was dropping back from the Eagles.
Yeah, I think that's actually maybe only the second time tonight they got a chance to lay a lick into him. So 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys. They send the man in motion. Now he goes back. Looks to the right. That's taken in there by Hamilton. Hamilton's coming around the left side. Goes ahead and tries to cut it back. Looks like he got enough for the first down, so he brings it on to the 44-yard line.
So, Paul, check out this Carolina instant replay. Quarterback drops back. The pressure's coming. Quick screen play. Number 13 grabs the ball. He makes about 8-9 yards after the catch. That's going to be Ryan Hamilton.
If you noticed on that replay there, Abe, they had 65 and 77 right ahead of him. I think all he had to do is stay behind that convoy and could have had a little opportunity maybe to take it up the right side. So, but irregardless, it's 1st and 10. Archer looking to the right, fires. Immediately met there by
number 4,
Macasio.
That
was Saunders on the reception there. So that's a 4-yard pickup at the 40-yard line.
So right now the Cowboys are giving the Eagles secondary a workout because they're doing nothing but passing the ball.
Yeah, they're doing a little bit of a hurry up here, and they were able to draw the Eagles off sides. So that'll bring the ball up to the 35, so it'll be 2nd and 1 now. And I guess they're going to give them 6 on that one. I don't know. They're spotting the ball at the 34. The first down is at the 34. They were just at the 40, so we'll call it 2nd and maybe a half yard.
The Cowboys are staying in their 5-wide set.
Arch, a quick little throw over to Mason. Mason goes ahead across the 25. He's going to shoot it around the left side. Gets knocked out of bounds again. Boy, I feel sorry for that guy over there. That's the 2nd time he's taken a hit. You got to pay attention when you're on the sidelines. But he does get enough the first down up to the 15-yard line.
So, Paul, what I'm impressed with is the quarterback having time. He's hitting these guys with these quick curls, and these guys, they're following the block. They have great blocking downfield. These receivers are truly blocking downfield, which is giving the receivers more yards.
So the Cowboys will have an opportunity here to put the ball in the end zone. First and 10 at the 15. This has been an offensive outburst here in the second half, and there's going to be a timeout called by the Cowboys. So with that timeout, we'll go ahead and take a timeout with 7:46 left to go. Cowboys up 27-19 over the Eagles.
Certainly, I'm an avid golfer. Been, golf usually weekly. Play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been paying for years that are now doing the things that they want to do. And Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
Paul, right now the Eagles defense need a huge stop right now. They want to stay in this game.
So Archer, a little quick pass out there to Hamilton on the left side. He's got a block out there. He cuts it back in the middle. Maybe picks up about 2 yards on that.
Look like a flag's on the play.
Looks like they got a face mask against the Eagles. So that's not going to be helpful. So that'll move the Cowboys a little bit closer there.
That'll make it 1st and goal.
So they'll have the opportunity now within the 10-yard line. Looks like they're down at the 9, so 1st down at the 9. They still got the mark down there at the 5 for the 1st down, so. Eagles actually benefited on the lack of yardage on that penalty, so. So Mason next to Archel in the backfield. Archel goes ahead and fires across the middle. Nice little scoop there, and that's a touchdown for the Cowboys. That was Brian Hamilton. He went down low and scooped that up, Abe.
Check out this Care One instant replay. Little small post, but he was able to reach down low and grab that ball, which we've been seeing plays by both Hamiltons, number 13 and number 8 tonight, making big plays for the Cowboys.
Hamilton and Hamilton. Sounds like a law firm. So the Cowboys will go ahead and come on for the extra point, trying to make it 34-19. There's a snap. Kick is up. And it's good. So it'll be 34-19 for the Cowboys with 7:19 left to go in the ball game.
So Paul, without the turnover, the Cowboys made an impressive drive. Right now they're looking at 213 passing yards and 64 rushing yards on tonight. But the Eagles are the type of team that continue to fight.
Yeah, they haven't quit here in the second half. You know, they definitely went ahead and showed a little bit. Again, you know, a big stop on the defensive part there early on in the second half kind of rejuvenated this team a little bit. So, but again, they're going toe to toe and blow for blow right now. The Cowboys got a little bit of an edge on there.
And I think that 15-yard, that face mask penalty really hurt them down there in the red zone.
So the Cowboys line to kick up. Echeverria and Marcazio and deep to return the kick.
So again, this is a district battle. One of these two teams will be crowned district champs.
They're going to kick long. That's going to go to Echeverria. He goes ahead. Nope. It's going to be an offside there on the offense, or correction on the kicking team. So that'll move them back 5. Eagles will go ahead and have them kick again. Now this kicker, number 34, which I don't quite have a name for, he's definitely shown that he's got a boot when he wants to go ahead and lay toe in the leather. So he does a little short to the up back there and gets the ball. That's Ivan Edwards. He brings it up to about the 49-yard line. And let's go ahead and take a look at the replay here. Was that Dalton Williams going ahead and laying into that hit there? Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
It was a great run by number 10, Ivan Edwards, but then you had an excellent block by Tylenol Williams.
He ended up taking up about half of the Gaither team on that block, so.
Like I said, we're going to rename him Tylenol Williams with all the hits he's putting on tonight.
He's been definitely the ball player here. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 49. Gaither backs off out of the blitz. Heavy pressure. Dumps it short. Immediately taken down. There we go. That's Jared Gunn. It looks like his leg is okay. He's going toe for toe with Dalton Williams for the Tylenol Award tonight.
So the Cowboys were showing pressure. A little screen play, and he was right there ready for him and met him immediately. That's Gunn. He gunned him down on that one.
Oh, Maldonado took a pretty good lick there. But he got right back up, so kudos to him. So they did gain 1 on that. They're at the 50. Quick pass to the right. He goes to Echeverria, who slips 2 tackles. Picks up about 3 on that.
That was a good heads-up play at Echeverria, especially for holding on to the ball, and he was able to elude 2 of their players that was trying to lay the wood on him as well.
So it'll be 3rd down. And we're going to go ahead and take a water break here. So as they take a break, we'll go ahead and throw it up to the McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard. Let's see what the scores are. All right, so we're back here. Eagles got a big third down here, 3rd and 6. Martinez, heavy pressure again, and he's going to get brought down. He had no chance. He was taken down there by Elijah Rich. They're going to mark him down at about the 45. They're going to give him forward progress right there, but that was a big play. Rich just came right in through there like a...
Check out this instant replay. Looked like Rich knew the play as he was trying to roll to the left side.
That was a runaway freight train right there, Ray. There was no stopping that one. So that'll bring up 4th down, so the Eagles are going to go ahead and have to punt here. There's the punt. It's fielded by number 13, Ryan Hamilton. Tries to take it up the middle. He's going the wrong way, and then it'll be taken down at about the 2-yard line.
And you see Dalton Williams back there giving pressure once again.
So Gaither held the ball deep in their territory. And this is big for the Eagles now. You know, this is the kind of thing that you want to go ahead and get a big stop here. Get the ball back with 5:06 left to go. Definitely make it a short field for him.
You know, Paul, we were teasing about, Dalton Williams, calling him Tylenol Williams. I don't know. The way this young man motor's been running on this field all night. You remember that movie, The Water Boy?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He playing like the Water Boy right now.
Mm-hmm. Bobby.
It was Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher. And it looks like Gaither decided to go ahead and take a little bit of a head start there. That was number 13, Ryan Hamilton. Again, that could have been something that, he was going to be the intended receiver, like you said, Abe. When you have a feeling that you're going to get the ball, you kind of want to cheat a little bit. So, now Gaither has no timeouts left, so this is a big part of the scheme now that Springstead has to factor into it. So they can get the ball back. They got 3 timeouts still left in their pocket.
Right now, if the Eagles defense can cause pressure, put pressure on the quarterback, make him scramble, make him fumble the ball in the end zone, they get on top of it.
Yep, there's going to be a flag on that one. They got it, Jaden James, our senior spotlight, got spotlighted by the back judge on a holding, on the pass interference on that play. So that'll give Gaither some free yardage there, which, that was a smart play because I think that was going to be a 6-pointer right there, so. So the officials will go ahead and mark that off. So again, Eagles coming up with something big here. They got to come up with something big here on the defensive side of the ball. They kind of have to know that Gaither's been just throwing the ball this whole second half. Only had a handful of rushes, I think, this second half, and they got to be alert for that. So So they did call defensive holding on that. So first and 10, or correction, first and 4. Archie's looking over to the coach, getting the change the plays. And we got another penalty.
Is that a delay of game, possibly?
Yeah, delay a game. Yeah, I think that check of the new play there kind of ate up a little bit too much time there. So Springstead will go ahead and get a little bit of that yardage that they just gave up back. So we'll go ahead and try to get first down started one more time. .450 left to go here in the ball game. Marshall, he's just going to go ahead and sit himself right down there at the 2-3 yard line. I don't know if that was design or he slipped, but that'll bring up second and back to the original line of scrimmage. So it looks like Gaither's going to be content to try to wind the clock down as much as they possibly can. Eagles down by 15. But the Eagles do got 3 timeouts left, so there's a snap. Archer looking to the right. He looks across the middle. He's got a man wide open. That looks like that's Hamilton again. Correction, that's Mason. Nope, that's Hamilton. Brings it out to the 25-yard line. So a big first down there for Gaither. Gives themselves a little bit of breathing room there.
So with that pass, Paul, I don't believe that was a slippage back there in the back.
I think you're correct, Dave. So here we go. That's a handoff up the middle to Mason. Mason goes ahead and picks himself up at about 2 yards on that play. So 2:39 left to go. Looks like we're going to get another false start there on the Gaither Cowboys. There's a snap. Second and long. He's going deep again. He's got a man open. That's Hamilton just beyond his reach.
I mean, what a half?
So 2:05 left. Gaither is definitely still trying to go ahead and take shots down the field. Like you said, all these fly patterns, Dave, I mean, this Eagles defense, these secondary guys are just, they're gassed. They're gassed, so. So the second half has definitely been something, Abe, here. You know, a nice offensive output by both teams showed up. A day and night difference between first half and second half. Archer will go out to the left side, gets his receiver, he takes a couple moves. That's Bescarelli, correction. Armando Besserell. And he's get enough for the first down. So a minute 58 left. So the Eagles will go ahead and take a timeout here with 1:58 left to go. Eagles have 2 timeouts left in their pocket. So at this point, being down by 15, it's going to be a tough road to hoe for the Eagles to come back here. They need to make a big stop right here, maybe a big turnover, and get the ball back, and maybe a couple quick strikes, get the Eagles back on the board. So we appreciate everybody watching on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Like, comment, and subscribe. We hope you enjoyed our halftime senior spotlight, Jaden Jameis. Our final one for this year. It's our final football broadcast for the year. So we hope everybody enjoyed following along this year. So first and 10 for Gaither. They go ahead and hand off to Mason. Mason's going to go around the right side. He's going to get knocked back there by the aforementioned Jameis. Gets run out of bounds at the 30, so that'll stop the clock. And 1:46 now left for the Eagles, and it's second down.
So, Paul, it looks like, you know, this been an interesting second half. We had some big spurts that went on with the offense, some nice bombs. We had some great runs by the Eagles. You know, but it seems like the Cowboys was able to capitalize on some turnovers and move this game away right now.
Yeah, like you said, Abe, I mean, there's definitely a day and night difference, you know, from the first half to the second half on both sides of the ball, you know, on both teams. It was, you know, more of a defensive struggle in the first half, I think a feeling out thing, and then they both got themselves a little bit hooked up there in the second half. So, but Gaither right now in the driver's seat, second and long. Handoff goes to Mason. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to take it towards the right side. He wants to stay in out of bounds, but he steps out of bounds because the Eagles a free timeout there. You kind of want to stay in bounds on that play.
You know, Paul, that last play, you know, Mason was running like a madman. You know, it looked like he was going through 5 o'clock traffic and still trying to make moves around the right side of the field.
So it'll be 3rd and 8. Eagles got 1 timeout left. They hold them here. They get a timeout. They'll get the ball back. With about a minute and 25 probably left to go. There's the handoff to Mason. He's looking for a little something in the middle. And gets stopped there by Micasio, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Eagles will go ahead and spend their final timeout. So with a minute and 31 seconds left, the Eagles have an opportunity to get the ball back if Gaither looks like they are going to go ahead and send out their punt team.
And it looks like they sent the punt team out, Paul, and it looked like the Cowboys have really, you know, made a great dash in the second half of the ball game. You know, especially when they came out and struck within that first couple seconds of the second half, which probably put them in a great position. But, you know, the Eagles kept giving promise and making big plays, but just didn't have enough to make this game to where they'll be able to come out on top.
So back deep for the Eagles is Tylenol Williams. He gets a good punt off there. Ball's going to bounce at go out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. So the Eagles will have about 78 yards to go in 1 minute and 23 seconds to get themselves back in this ball game, get an onside kick recovery, score down again, and Bob's your uncle. This game could possibly be tied. But that's a lot to ask for in 1 minute and 23 seconds. So.
Listen, Paul, anything can happen. This Thursday night football right here on Gulf Coast Sports Network. We got a district championship game going on right now. You know, this is preparing both teams for the playoffs. You know, it may come down to the wire during the playoff push. So can the Eagles put together a 2-minute drive and get themselves down the field and put some points on the board? And now we got some laundry on the field.
Yeah, it looks like the Gaither Cowboys decided they want to go ahead and make sure that the Eagles don't get any yards by bringing out the 12th man. But that ain't allowed in football, Abe. So we're going to go ahead and mark off 5 on that, and now we'll play 11 on 11. So Martinez better have about 3 or 4 plays already dialed up here. Heavy pressure again. He steps up. He's going to get taken down. Stays in bounds. Taken down there by number 14, John Benson.
Benson's been having a good game tonight. He's been making some big plays for the Cowboys as well.
So we'll go ahead and set it up. 1:04 left. There's the snap. Martinez again steps up in the pocket. Heavy pressure. He's going to take down by Henley. He picks up about 5. And Martinez looks like he's a little shaken up on that play. So with 54 seconds left, Martinez will go ahead and stop. Check on Martinez. He's definitely been taking a beating tonight.
Henley is wearing jersey number 1. Big time defensive player, probably one of the best defensive linemen in Hillsborough County. And he showed tonight why that is. You know, he's been harassing Martinez and the backfield of the Eagles all night. And his counterpart, number 11, he missed quite a bit of the first half, but he came back in the second half and been making a lot of noise as well.
Yeah, well, Antonio Henley's all-state defensive tackle. So, I mean, that was a tall task for the Eagles to go ahead and, you know, sometimes at this sometimes you might want to go ahead and have about 2 or 3 guys try to stop this fella.
And then you say he's possibly a LSU commit?
That was Harold. Henley is a USF, former USF commit. So he's looking at some other places now. But we'll see what happens.
So he's looking to be out there on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, and that was Harold there taking down Marcazio in the backfield there. So between Henley and Harold, I mean, that's a wrecking crew right there. Dynamic duo.
And it's not H.H. Gregg.
No. And Aquino's been in there too, so Martinez just flares it out to the right. He's going to go ahead and hit Marcazio out of the backfield. He gets taken down at about the 41. So time's ticking. I don't know if they're going to be able to get one more playoff or not. They got 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. They do get the ball snapped, and it's going to be on the ground. There's going to be a penalty. The ball's being kicked around. So let's see what the flag is to see if there's one free play left to go. But at this point, Abe, I think it's irrelevant. They're going to go ahead and wave off the flag, and that'll be the ball game. So in this big district championship game, Abe, Gaither Cowboys 34, Springstead Eagles 19. So with that being said, we appreciate you all watching. We're going to go ahead and announce the Glory Days player of the game.
Springstead is headed to the playoffs.
So with the Glory Days player of the game, it's going to be, we would like to congratulate E.J. Archel Jr. for the Gaither Cowboys, the quarterback, he had a really fine game tonight, threw 4 touchdown passes. Just all around tight, good game, and all around good game by Gaither. So with that being said, we'd like to thank E.J. being our Glory Days Player of the Game. So with that being said, once again, the Gaither Cowboys 34, the Springstead Eagles 19. Congratulations to Gaither Cowboys. We appreciate y'all watching. We're going to go ahead and throw it up to Will. Will?
Thank you very much, Abe and Paul, for a great call here tonight. Gaither came in strong. They've set the tone and take home the victory tonight, as well as the district championship in a hard-fought matchup between 2 top-notch programs in the region. They're going to take the final 34-19, and they are the 5A District 7 champions. This is our final broadcast of the season, and we had a lot of great games and a lot of great battles that we brought to you. We hope you enjoyed it this season. For our crew tonight, that's going to be Abe Dowdell, Paul Smith, John McMurdo, and myself, Will Wilkie. But for the season, I'd like to commend our talented football crew of volunteers. I'm just going to run through the list quickly. Abe Dowdell, Bill Leiser, Brian Lott, Dave Barrett, Derek Smith, Dustin Atkins, Eric White, Jason Cephas, John McMurdo, Paul Smith, and I'm Will Wilkie. And we'll see you next time.